Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Game Time Brian here. Otherwise known as the mailman. I told you I would try and get on early, and I am on early. So here we go, baby. We are ready to ride. I don't know what I'm riding, but you know what I'm saying. Wait till people get in, get my act together here. First game we got going on tonight is going to be Tennessee Titans visiting the Miami Dolphins. Visiting the Miami Dolphins. We need to shut the dogs up is what we need to do. Thank you. So what's going on? Oscar, what's going on, buddy? It just went live a little early, but a better early, you know. You go early for once. I got the link out there in Neverland. What's up, Arturo? What's up, buddy? Just was watching some of the end of the baseball game. The Mets are in. The Braves are in. I didn't see what happened to Chris Sale. If anybody knows, let me know what happened to Chris Sale. Rocking my October Ready Phillies hoodie. I'm rocking that baby. I got it in the mail today, just in time. Okay, well, what are you having, brother? What are you eating? What are you eating? I'm having a cup of coffee here. That's what I'm doing. There you go. A little cup of coffee. Just looking up the internet. Hey, Stace, what's up, brother? Down 8. He has tire. Down 8. He has. Oh yeah, a Tyreek. I have Gibbs, Montgomery, and Laporta. Yeah. You should be good, brother. I'm winning both of my leagues, but by the hair of my chinny chin. So I'm gonna check that shortly. Bills defense didn't look any better than ours. Gave up 271. Yeah, Oscar. I just want everybody to understand what week-to-week league means. You're going to have teams that are unbelievable, right? Like, I should have stuck to my guns last night and stuck with the Ravens, but I decided to switch last minute and go with the Bills. And clearly that was a mistake. Clearly that was not the way to go. Loyal Cowboy, what's up? Pete Rose died too? Are you kidding me, right? Pete Rose passed away? What the fuck? You come in here with some bad news, brother. Fucking Pete? Not Pete Rose. Don't tell me Pete Rose died. Did Pete Rose really die?
He did.
Really?
September 30th from Las Vegas.
From what did they say?
I don't know. I'm going to read.
Shit. Pete Rose is dead. Wow. Yeah, when I was a young man, let me turn on my light. I know I forgot. Something was off.
Yeah, they just announced it like 15 minutes ago.
The worst possible thing that happened, he died without being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Shame on Bud Selig. Shame on all those crotchety. What's that? Yeah. Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's ludicrous that Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame. It just is. I think it's sorry, but I think it's crazy. And now they'll probably posthumously maybe put him in, but shame on them.
Who died?
Pete Rose.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, that's what Loyal said, and then followed up on my wife just confirmed it. He lived in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a Pete Rose signed baseball bat in the case over there. He signed a lot of stuff. A lot of his stuff went down in value because he was hurting for money, and he sold a lot of stuff. It's called the rest for
Well, I
dinner.
heard
gotta
Dikembe
explain that to
Mutombo
me,
had
Art.
passed away.
Titans have 3 good wide receivers. Yeah, we're going to start off with this one. Titans are 0-3 visiting Miami. Titans got the ball first. Bo Callahan, Will Levis, or whatever his name is, Will Levis is handing it off to, looks like Tony Pollard, working left to right here. Oh, man. So how you doing, Troy?
Not too bad. Had an amazing day.
Oh, that's good to hear. I like when somebody says I had a great day.
Yep, just been relaxing and enjoying watching the NFL Network. I understand that Rashee Rice is out.
Is he?
For-
What was the exact like what happened? Do we know?
It
ACL.
it is the ACL,
Oh, jeez.
and from what I understand, it was pretty bad.
Really? Eesh.
Yep,
Sucks.
he did some damage. Him and Mahomes, when Mahomes went down and he tripped right over him. Yeah, you could see it. His knee just went every which way.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
A
Not
lot
good
of
at all.
fantasy. In fact, I don't know who had him in our fantasy league. Do you know?
I don't know. I gotta actually check on my fantasy, see how I'm doing there.
I'm beating Drew by 15. So it's
Oh,
just
yeah?
all up to, yeah, he's got DK tonight. So I just need DK to be shut down the whole game. And I win him. And I win my first game in our league.
You haven't won yet?
No, I'm 0-3.
Really?
Yeah, it's because I don't have any. Is it running backs or was it the right?
Yeah, I
wide
lost Cooper
receivers?
Kupp, but it seems like I'm getting lucky. Let me see here.
And I think, let me take a look. I think I have a couple on injured reserve that are just about ready to come back.
Yeah, Stacy, I was always a big, well, obviously I live in the area. I was always a Larry Bowe. I like the smaller guys. Obviously, Mike Schmidt was good. I like the guy, I don't know, a lot of people know who he was. Bake McBride and Gary Maddox were one of my favorite outfielders. I love both of those guys. But just to name Bake when Bake was out there.
Bake McBride and
the Greg Luzinski.
Pete Vukovic.
Yeah,
Or was
Pete
it George Vukovic?
George was. I think George was the pitcher. I think.
Was he the pitcher? Yeah.
I think
Pete
yeah.
Vukovic and like you said,
Yeah, I
the
missed
center
that.
fielder.
But Pete Rose always had I always liked the guy who would run through a machine. Oh yeah, well you got States, you got Cincinnati, Reds. You had Morgan, right?
Joe Morgan,
George
Foster.
George Foster, Pete Rose. Those were the
Pete
days,
Rose.
man. I love baseball in the playoffs, but let's face it, the season is just so damn long. By the time they get there, the poor
Yeah, no
Braves are
kidding.
decimated. Something happened to Chris Sale today, and there's is that DeAndre Hopkins just caught a first down. Yeah, big
I'm
hit
looking at
machine.
my lineup. I just don't have anybody by way of running back or wide receiver.
I'm looking at. Let me see. Let me pull up my squad here. I think I'm up in both leagues that I'm in, but I'm not.
And
not
I have nothing on the bench.
Yeah, let me see here. Fantasy. All
I'm
those
gonna-
players we drafted, and you still don't have anybody. Jeez,
I still don't.
that's crazy.
I know. Everybody's
I got Amon-Ra St. Brown going tonight. Let's see. I'm playing Mouse. I'm up not a lot. I'm up 84-61.
Yeah, see, I've got Drew by 18 right now.
What's that?
83-65.
71, 81. So that's 23. I'm up. He's got Jared Goff. I got St. Brown.
Jared Goff could go off.
But I got St. Brown, his receiver.
That's true.
So
you probably will win.
I'm hoping I'll win. I'll go to 3-1 if I do win. But Not.
Yeah, you should.
I've lost one. I lost one by 2 points already. So.
Yeah. And
My
don't
other
ask
league,
me
I'm
how
up,
those.
the other
Don't
league.
ask me how those two tied
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. The other league, I'm up 131 to 81. So that's 50, but he's got, I don't have anybody left. He's got Jameer Gibbs and Tony Pollard. So I'm up 51, or I'm up 31. Yeah, I'm up 51 points. Or wait, 50. I'm up 50 points.
I did like 5 or 6 other leagues just for fun. And all of them I've gotten triple digits. I got triple digits on.
Was that an interception? Bo Callahan just threw an interception.
You're kidding.
You know what I'm saying. Will Levis.
Yeah.
Bo Callahan. Here's my
Bo
drop.
Callahan. Yeah, from.
Yeah, here you go.
I want all my picks back, and I want David goddamn Putney just because I feel like it.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, I am. Haven't I proved that
Oh,
already?
no, he dropped it. It looked like he dropped it.
You make this deal right now, Tom, and you get Bo Callahan. Say it with me. You get Bo.
I don't think he got it. I think he dropped it.
Come on, Tom. Say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
Oh, you got the hat mouse? Cool. I'm glad you got it, brother. As you guys see up at the top, I think Bobby Babinski got the Eagles shirt too. So I did see the email. I haven't had time to respond. I'm going to add the hats to the website too, what little hats I have left, and then I'll just replenish and change the logos up. But I do have the website up pinned.
Get it.
You guys can just go look, just go look and see what's going on. I got the channel heads. If you guys want to be in for a jersey, you got to be a channel head, mailhead crew. But just check the website out. I got some T-shirts up there, so go check it out. I got a couple Eagle items. You just got to make sure you change the color of the shirt. We haven't had time to go in there and put all the pictures of all the different colors. I'm just going to be one color, and then you go in and change it. So, but let's get to the chat real quick. We got Arturo Gomez, Oscar Perini, Stacy Flowers in here. Loyal Cowboy, yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Matumbo, not good. CZ, what's up, my man? It's Tommy Montoya. I hope all is well, my friend. Sledhead, tough loss yesterday. But there's no dominant teams other than Minnesota, and I doubt they're going to be that way all year, but whatever.
I had their defense on our league, and they only scored 3 points.
It was a heart attack, Vinny. My wife was trying to find out what happened. P. Rose passed away at 83.
Yeah, he's gone.
They say McCaffrey might be out a lot longer. He has problems with both legs.
Yeah, they said it is both legs.
You know what? They knew this in training camp, and I think that's ridiculous. How many people do you know? I know they don't care, but there's actually big money. The NFL. Let's be honest. The NFL really cares about betting because of Vegas and all. They obviously care, and that's why you got to have an injury report. And if you don't put all the injuries out there that you have, you get fined heavily by the league. Well, I got news for you. Fantasy football in the United States is mega money. We're talking DraftKings. We're talking FanDuel. We're talking whatever, betting site you want to do.
Or Prize Picks, Pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's mega money. And the fact that they allowed that to go be downplayed, and McCaffrey was, I know people think it's a joke, but I don't care. I don't have them, but
What's the biggest one in Vegas? It's that Caesars Sportsbook.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
But I mean, McCaffrey was picked 1 in most leagues.
Oh yeah,
and he may not play this year. I mean, they're saying he's going to play. There's Tyreek, but all right, let's get to the chat here. Loyal to. Yeah, when you're ready, hop in, brother. Eagles has landed. What's up, my man? Tough L for the birds, but always fly, Eagles fly. That's the way it should be. and I would
Yeah.
hope that people respect. You know, I rep the Cowboys. We haven't won shit in how long? I mean, we haven't won nothing in 20 some years as far as
It's been a long time for us. No,
you know,
no
substantial.
doubt.
I'm sorry. I measure. It's nice to have a bunch of playoff success. I posted something on Danny White. Yeah, Danny White. It's really like incredible what Danny White has been through.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm just looking at my. Let me go back and read the stats of Danny White.
I got to meet him twice. He's a good guy. He really is. Very friendly, very down to earth. But it's unfortunate that he's been treated the way he has by the Cowboys organization.
Let me see here. I know I posted.
Tyler Huntley starting for the Dolphins tonight. Good for him.
Yeah, let me read this to you. Danny White was the first ever QB in NFL history to win 38 of his first 50 NFL starts.
Yep.
And go to a conference championship game in his first 3 years as a starter. Yet
nobody else has done
he's
that.
not in the Hall of Fame. Yet he's not in Ring of Honor. What does that tell you? Nobody cares. I mean, I care, but it's all about the ring. It's all about the ring.
Yeah, nobody looks at
What's
second
up, Donnie
place.
Drum Covers? How are you, brother?
Nobody looks at second place.
Let me see here.
Heck. Yeah, Jalen Tolbert. God, he's up and down.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson, too. I got to find some better players. Cavante Turpin, he's not doing anything now.
Yeah, well, nobody's giving him an opportunity to do anything. He's not even getting anything on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a punter too, Donnie. Yep.
Yeah, he was pretty good as a punter. In fact, they drafted him as a punter or drafted him as a quarterback and then figured it. I don't know if Arizona State used him both ways. I think they did because they were down their punter one year and he ended up doing both.
Yeah. I'm so done with Sirianni. This isn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get to the chat, everybody. I tried watching it on ESPN Plus. It wasn't on. What's that, Tommy? I'm so done with Sirianni. This isn't going to get fixed no matter who's on the field. They need to get involved and go. Well, I think you'll wait till after the season, Mouse. You know, the good thing for the Eagles is they're so damn talented on offense that if they can get their act together and just, like I told Drew a while back, just score a lot of points, man. That's what I'm hoping Dallas does. You know, I knew Dallas is going to do some things on defense, but nothing major, right? So what could you do to help Dallas's defense right now, as banged up as it is? You know, well, you can score a lot of points. You could score a lot of darn points is what you could do. So Dak needs to get his. Dak hasn't played bad, everybody. Dak hasn't played bad, but he hasn't gone out and taken the bull by the horns and had that game where he said, "Wow, Dak's just awesome." And you know, if we're gonna win some games, I think that's what we need. I don't remember the USFL team in the '90s from Arizona. Danny White, was it the Rattlers?
Yeah, it was the Arizona Rattlers. He was a coach for the Rattlers before
Very
he came
cool,
to
Arturo.
the Utah Blaze.
Yeah, I think it was the Rattlers.
Yeah, it was.
I was on the same plane they knew. I saw these players get. No, that's cool. Very cool. He was a above average QB, I thought, Drew. I love Danny White. He came in at a rough time, but no quarterback in history has done what he's done. So
Yeah,
he just couldn't get to a Super Bowl.
How the heck do you replace Roger Staubach?
Right? Just like
You
Aikman,
don't.
you know? like
Yeah, Aikman had to step in.
We got
and-
lucky with Dak. Everybody wants to give Dak a hard time. We got lucky with Dak. So,
Yeah, he had to step
what's up,
in and-
Twist?
for an injured Tony Romo.
Indeed. 0-0 here and a barn burner.
I'm regretting trading Jamar Chase.
Who did you trade Chase for?
I can't remember.
You gotta
I'm
watch out with
regretting
the
it
early
now.
season trades. Those early
Yeah, I
season
know.
trades are rough. Was that a turnover? I missed
That's a turnover.
it. Okay.
That's a turnover. Tennessee gets the ball right back.
I don't know if you're the only winless team, but you'll get yourself a plaque if this keeps going.
I know. what
Not
are
the
we going to
plaque
put on
you
the
want.
plaque? The worst. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm last in the West. I don't know how the East is doing.
Yeah, I haven't really. Like I said, it's early.
Take a little
I
bit.
don't really look. It's just I'm. Fantasy is one of those deals. You do what you can do. Once you draft your team, if they get hurt or they stink up the joint, what are you gonna do?
Well, the good thing in the West is nobody's running away with it. I mean, I'm still 2 games back of Brad
What's up, Bobby?
in the West.
You traded for Mason. What are you talking about?
CZ and Commanding the East are the only 2 undefeateds.
Oh, Mason.
And they're
He's talking to you. You traded for the running back Mason.
Oh, did I?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think I did
Okay.
because I don't have him on my team. Otherwise, I would have started him.
What's up, Isaac Ramirez? Sledhead. Love not 100%.
Oh, yeah, I
step
did.
into
I did.
throws.
Yeah, he's
Plus
there.
the
Never mind.
Russ game went on, looked better, but yeah. Sledhead. Once I found out Love was playing, I kind of backed off a little bit and I switched my pick. I just think he's going to take a while to get back. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's not going to be
Standings.
back to his same, pre-injury self. It's going to take him at least 3 weeks to get back into the groove of it.
The league.
Oh, look at that.
Lead standing. CZ is 3-0. I lost to CZ by 2 points, I think. Commanding the East is 2-0 and 1.
2-0-1. Yeah, like I said, I do
Eagles
not
are
know.
2-1. I'm 2-1. Prime Time is 2-1. Leo's Goon Squad is 1-1-1, and Patrick is 1-2.
Yeah,
Brad
I
is
think I'm the only-
2-1. Eagles Drew is 2-1. Miller High Philly fan is 1-2. Chris May is 1-2. Mouse is 1-2. Weed is 0-3, and Troy is 0-3. So you're in the right division because there's plenty of time. Now's the time, buddy.
Yeah, I just got to put together the right combination of starting lineup.
Let me see when I play you. Let's see here.
I think you and I have already played once.
Oh, we have?
Yeah, I think you beat me quite handily.
Oh, did I? I beat. Let's see.
Oh yeah, wasn't even close.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to look at this. Week 1. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you and I played in week 2.
I lost week 1, 120 to 108 to CZ. Week 2, I beat Weed 134 to
that's right.
106. And then last week I beat Chris May 95 to 88.
Who are you playing this week?
Mouse, who's in the chat.
Mouse. Oh yeah, you've got him by 23
Yeah, but
points
he's
right
got.
now.
And then I play Bobby Babinski, Steagles
Next week.
Then Eagle Drew. Oof, yeah, baby. Then Prime Time, and then Commanding the East. Leo's Goon Squad, Team Patrick. I don't play you until week 13.
Wow.
and Brad week 12. So it'll be interesting. It will.
So you
be.
and I get the last week.
No, week 13, week 14 is the last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
I don't even know who I'm playing next week.
But I was on a roll with my pigskin pick'em, man, and the 4:00 games killed me. And last night's game, I changed my pick and I screwed myself. I had the Ravens. I'm like, give me, Rob A said, I like Buffalo.
Pigskin, I'm not doing too badly.
Yeah, I had Dallas.
Yeah, I'll get my. I think
had
I'm gonna.
Atlanta.
I think I'm gonna get my first win tonight. I'm gonna play Phil next week. No.
I lost the Colts game. I took the Steelers. They lost by 3. I picked the Bears. So let's see.
How's it going, Loyal?
What's going on?
Not
Let's
much
see.
here.
It was
Just-
1,
Well,
2,
not much. Just
2,
3 and 1,
4 and 1. 4
A lot of
and 2.
celebrities, man, passing away today. Crap.
Hey,
Matumbo,
Curtis.
Pete Rose, Officer Tagger from Beverly Hills Cop.
I'm 9 and 5
yeah.
this week, so not horrible.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey,
What's going on, man?
not much. I'm just outside. I just got to taking out the trash and I'm getting ready to go back in the house.
Charlie
What's
Hustle,
going
yeah.
Huh?
P. Rose died.
Pete Rose died?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
Darn. Him and Matumbo died
yeah.
today.
And Officer Taggart from Beverly
Yeah.
Hills Cop.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he had a pancreatic cancer, I think.
Who was that? Pete Rose?
That's
No, the guy from Beverly Hills Cop.
Taggart. Yeah.
And he was just in that movie.
Yeah,
with,
I actually liked that movie. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause when they
What's up,
when they
Curtis?
did
Darlene,
when they-
how are you? Dave Thompson? Clemente?
when they was interviewing the actors in this movie here, they interviewed him. He didn't look right then.
Bobby, what up? Bobby, you got your shirt, right? That's what you said. I saw your email. I hadn't had time. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, my friend? What's going on? Thanks for joining
Get to
me.
watch Philly 500's TV series yet on Fox.
Dude, that was hysterical that you sent me.
Universal Basic Guys.
You didn't comment on any of the stuff I sent you. Did you like it?
I don't have
Oh.
I don't have
Oh, well, then tell me that. I won't send it to you.
Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I'm just
Well, that P. Diddy one was hysterical.
man, but that guy on Universal Basic, I swear he looks just like Philly 500.
Yeah.
And he's an Eagles fan. That's
I
what
think
makes it so scary.
I think they made it after him.
They must have watched his live stream and said, "Oh, we're gonna make a show about him because he
They
looks
shit
just
on
like him,
you. They
like a
shit on-
cartoon." I'm surprised Mark Holmes hasn't posted anything about that yet.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He's been busy. I was talking to Mark earlier today. So he's running all around like he always does.
12 games above 500 on my picks.
Yeah, I'm 9 and 5, but I should have been 10 and 4. I should have won last night's game. I switched it like a jerk. The games I got wrong, I took Cleveland over the Raiders. Got
The
that
one man
wrong.
gang looks like Philly 500. Clemente, you're stupid.
Oh yeah.
3, 5, 3.
Nah, this dude could be that cartoon character. He could be Philly 5. He got the goatee and everything. He looks just like him.
8, 4, 9, 4, 10. Right now, I'm 10 and 4 this week.
Nice. So you're a game ahead of me this week. I'm 9 and 5.
Yep.
Mark needs a
Pending
mailman for
tonight's-
this merch.
Yeah. Pending,
Yeah,
pending
Bobby, you got
tonight's
it good, right?
outcomes.
Yeah, everybody, I got my new website. It's up at the top there. I'll be adding more stuff to it, obviously, but I got all those shirts in multiple colors and different. So go check it out. You tell me what you think of the site. It only took, it took a while. It's not. It was longer than we thought. It was a little harder than we thought. Kellen Moore to the
Who have you got
Eagles.
picked tonight?
I
Besides,
got Miami and Detroit.
so yeah, I'll finish a game ahead of you this week
Yeah, unless
because
I
I've got
change.
those two as well.
Unless I change the Detroit one, but I don't want to.
Who's Detroit?
I know
play
that
again?
was a
Seattle.
Seattle.
Oh, they'll beat them.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget, Seattle's 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know.
Yeah, that don't
She
mean
said
nothing.
that she was late for something.
Man, I'm dreading this Sunday night.
Yeah, they talking about settle 3-0. That don't mean nothing. This is a week-to-week lead. Any team get knocked off. Any given Sunday or Monday.
I'm dreading these games without Micah and Lawrence, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm dreading them.
Just real quick though, just think. I'm here to offer you a little bit of good news. It ain't good news for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lost their third offensive lineman for the year this week. They lost another offensive lineman with a torn, I think, Achilles. So they've lost 3 of their 5 starting linemen for the offensive linemen for the year. So that's got to bode well for Cowboys defense a little bit. Yeah, what do you guys think of the Lions' new helmet? I posted it on the thumbnail. They're wearing them tonight.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, I was thinking, I have a signed helmet. Let me go grab it. I wish Dallas would go to like all black or dark navy. I don't care either which, and go with the lighter blue numbers, and go with the blue helmet with the black star or the dark navy star, maybe with some stripes. That's what we need to do. But let me go grab it.
Arturo, I am loyal, but I'm also at the same time I'm realistic. I don't know. I mean, we could win this, but I mean, it's just when you lose D-Law and Micah Parsons, those are 2 leaders. I mean, we got Diggs, we got, stuff like that, but we just got to find a way, man, to get through the storm. I mean, actually, Clemente, I got an American flag themed Dallas Cowboys helmet I made. As a matter of fact, I'll get it right now. Show it to you.
This is the helmet they need to wear.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him wear that one, except put a black face mask on it, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Either
Dak
black or
Prescott. That's a Dak Prescott signed mini helmet.
Either a black face mask or a dark navy blue face mask. I agree with Troy on that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, something like that. I think that would be cool. Lawson needs to
Looks
step
like
up.
Will Levis was knocked out of the game.
Already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw him going to 10.
I think 8:25 or 8:15, Isaac.
Yeah, it's supposed to kick off here in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just not 7 o'clock
Is that
here.
Mariota? Or who's their backup?
No, that's Mason. He's playing with
Rudolph.
Pittsburgh.
Rudolph.
Oh, Rudolph
Hey,
Mason.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Mason
Custom-
Rudolph.
Oh, look at you,
Hey,
man.
he's driving. He's
Custom
driving
Cowboys
the
helmet I made, USA.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna wear it? I'll wear mine. You wear yours.
Hold on. My big head can fit on it.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh. Yours
There you
fit you
go.
just right, Loyal.
Wow, I like that helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was at the Hall of Fame, I saw the helmets that, that had the little speakers in them.
Yeah.
Them suckers
Here
are
we
so
go. I can't
loud.
hear you.
Them
There
suckers-
you go.
Yeah.
I like that one you had.
Blue
too,
48. Blue.
I love that
48.
one.
I just got to get my I want to make one like the helmet they wore last week against the Giants. I got to make that one still. But that's easy though, because all you got to do is just put decals on it, because it's already white with a gray face mask. So or put a white face mask on there.
I mean, I didn't check for spiders, so that was. I hadn't touched that one in a while.
Yeah, I think we need to change the uniform, something to keep get the team morale up or something.
They can make money off it. Look what
Yeah.
the Eagles are doing with the Kelly Greens. Make some damn money off it. Go out and get me a player. Jesus.
Yeah, Brian. When I was at the Hall of Fame a few weeks ago, they showed the helmets that had the little speakers in them. What quarterback can hear the play?
Yeah.
Those speakers are so loud that you can hear them from a nice distance.
Wow. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it was an old hobby I had. I haven't done it in a while though. Got to set up a little shop. My wife won't kill me down here.
You're multi-talented, Loyal. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah,
You
made a
got
few
many
helmets.
That's cool. Or they're going to play the Padres. I don't know like all the matchups for baseball. I think Phillies play the winner of the Brewers and
Phillies
the
will get
Mets.
the winner of the 4-5.
The Brewers
advanced
and Mets.
winner.
Yeah. I think Braves
The
in the
other
playoffs.
one-
Yeah, Jameson barely, but yeah.
3-6. I think no. 4-5 will go to the Dodgers. 3-6 will go to the Phillies. And I
So the
think
Braves got in, huh?
what's that?
Yeah, the Braves got in. Yeah, it was.
They
How did the
snuck in.
Braves get in?
Braves
They
got
snuck
in.
in.
All they had to do was split. But I was watching the game, Thomas, and
Oh,
right
did they
before,
split it?
right before I came live, Braves wanted no. The Mets were really tanking. If I was the Diamondbacks, I would be kind of pissed. They weren't running out balls to first. It was 1-0 Braves going into
Well,
like
they said-
the eighth inning. I mean, early, I believe, or I think the bottom of the seventh. The Braves played like crap. They just had no life. I think their starting pitcher Chris Sale got hurt, so they don't have much of a chance. But yeah. Well, the Mets were
It
good.
didn't
Vinny. I'm
benefit.
saying
It didn't
that
benefit
the
the
Braves
winner
didn't.
to
I mean, the Braves got lucky, Vinny, is what I was trying to say. What's up, Dustin? Yeah, game time, Loyal, Thomas. Go Stros. Yeah, I don't want to see the Astros, man. I hope they don't want to see the Astros.
I don't watch baseball. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's what it
But
is.
I just seen Pete Rose. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks. Mark Huston, you're lucky the Rangers hurt all their pitchers. Yeah. Well, they didn't hurt their pitchers, but Mark, did you get your shirt yet, my man? Everybody's saying they got their stuff, so I was wondering if you got your shirt today, Mark.
Throw it down like that. Stupid.
Brian, I know I asked this before, but don't understand how we have no money for Henry, but we have close to 100 million next year. Oscar, I don't think it's quite 100 now next year. I'd have to look into the numbers, but I know we got 27 million available right now. So it's not, money is not an issue. They made a choice that they didn't want to pay a $10 million
I know.
for that
That's what makes
position
me
because they're
sick.
still paying Zeke, what, 6 this year? Plus the minimum?
No, he close to 9
Is it?
because they're still paying
Yeah, I
him
could pull
that
it up,
dead
but
money they
I
owe
really
him.
don't feel like pulling it up. I'll
Yeah,
take
they
your
still
word.
owe him that dead money. From,
Tennessee to kick the field goal. They
Yeah,
win
I
it 3
saw
to
it. 3-0. Man, I put some chicken thighs on the grill just like that. Mark Holmes, they were lit. Nice, Clemente. Very nice.
Yeah, Curtis, I agree. Dalvin Cook, that was a waste because I'm not with them. They're just, they got him on a practice squad. I mean, it makes no sense.
They're too
well,
worried about hurting people's
here's the interesting
feelings.
thing too. Carl Lawson, he's only got one more call up, and then Dallas either has to sign him.
Well, they're
or
going
let
to
him
sign
go.
him. They already said they're going to sign him.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he played last Thursday night.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
we're
they
going
and
to
he
need
has
all of
one
it.
more elevation from
We
the
can't afford
practice
anybody
squad.
because Hurt. I mean, Fields is going to run. He's a runner, man. We're going to have to sustain him and, Najee Harris. So, I mean, offensively, yeah, I think, we can get a run game established somehow, some way. We'd be good.
I got to close my door.
I haven't heard any rumors, Mark Hutchin. I mean, you hear them all the time on Facebook, but they never do anything. I don't even get entertained by that stuff anymore. People just
What's
say,
the
"Oh,
rumor?
Dallas should try to sign this person or this," but never happens.
What's the rumor, Loyal?
There ain't no rumors. I mean, it's
Oh,
just made up stuff that people say on Facebook. They should have a proposed trade for this and that, and
Whose is this? Tina.
yeah, almost every day you gonna,
For you.
somebody's gonna post a rumor on social media about us picking up this Tom or picking up this Dick or this Paul's on the
Mhm.
deck or this Harry or whatever. You're gonna hear something every day about a trade.
What's up, Flip Shelton? How are you, my man? Braves are in. Yes, the Braves are in. Shout out to the Bravos.
I don't trust the Braves in the playoffs because the Braves have always been known to get hot
But they're so
between the
banged up,
playoffs.
man. They're so
Yeah,
banged
they
up.
are. They are.
So it's like, but who knows? I'm not going to write them off. We've beaten them or Phillies beat them the last couple of years in the playoffs, but Phillies haven't gone on to win anything. Seahawks elevate Tyrus Bowser, linebacker. Quentin Bohanna out for week 4. Quentin Bohannon's out for tonight.
We play with Detroit.
Seahawks.
See it.
Yeah, they the guy who went to Seattle, who took Hankins with him, he picked up a few of our guys.
I didn't know Connor Williams with the Buffalo. Did y'all see that?
I think, is that the same Connor Williams?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
What's up? They call me Jimbo's son. How are you, man? Long time. October ready. That's
Yeah.
right, Dustin. We October ready. Or they are.
Yeah, because I know McGovern is with Buffalo. He
Oh, is it
started,
McGovern?
as a matter of fact.
That's who
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
There's-
yeah, McGovern. But there's 2 Connor McGoverns. Just to
Yep.
let everybody know. So I don't know if it's the same McGovern. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, one is with Buffalo and the other one is with the Jets.
Somebody's vibing over there. I don't know what's
That was
going on.
me. I had a phone call. I declined it. That was me.
I agree with letting Hunter Lepke get at least 10, 15 touches. Yeah, Donnie, he's deserved it. Spread. If you're going to go with a running back by committee, go with a guy who falls forward every time. He gets yardage. I like Hunter Lepke. I don't know how that's going to play out. I think the Cowboys are too worried about hurting feelings, and instead of starting, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's worried about ego, man. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that ever. Screw ego, man.
Yeah. Well, you got to say, yeah, exactly.
This is family, man. We don't care about egos no more.
Yep.
This is all in.
We
Not
all
Jerry
in.
all in.
We all in. Yeah.
Family all in. Fuck Jerry.
Yeah. Exactly.
Man, I said it. I apologize for that, Brian. But
listen. You're not telling me
but
anything.
you know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where are you going with it?
This is a team thing. Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand to the side. Let the team do this. All you do is sign the dotted line on the checks. That's it. And bring players in. Stop getting in the damn way. Stop getting in the way. Get out of the team's way and let us win.
He can't do that though. His ego won't let him.
You just took the words out of my mouth, Lord, because I was getting ready to say the same thing.
His ego is just.
His pride and his ego will not let him do it because he's afraid that if he do it, he's afraid that
He ain't gonna be relevant. That's why
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that's why they got rid of Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy Johnson was more popular than him, and he didn't like that.
And he's afraid that his country club friends is gonna laugh at him.
Mm-hmm.
He has this mentality of I got this big ego to uphold, and I got to, be one step ahead of everybody else, and it's backfiring on them.
I was watching something on football this morning. Law Nation posted. Is it true that the Joneses, they want us to win a Super Bowl by drafting players? That's not going to happen. We've been saying that for years. They got to have some veterans. They got to have a combination, but they're trying to draft and build this ultimate team. You can't do that. You got to have the right type of coaches in there. And back in the 90s, we had Jimmy Johnson, who intimidated players. So that's why it worked back then. But now, and even then they had to have veterans because we had to have Charles Haley. Without Charles Haley, we wouldn't have had those Super Bowls.
Right. And and we in this time of day where if you get a player like Charles Haley or an intimidating head coach, the player gonna be like, "Oh, if you talk crazy to me, I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna tell Jerry on you." Fuck that.
These players these days, yeah.
It's time to win. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop acting like a damn baby and grow up.
Well, that's all they are. They get babies.
Yeah.
They get the butt hurt and they just, fans are good. I don't care about the fans, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to jump off. I'm like, prove yourself. You just got paid buku cash. That's what we want. I mean, I'm happy for you got paid, but at the end of the day, what about the fans, the millions of fans that support this team? It's like, it's frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. You got the other game getting ready to start up here. I got both of the games on split screen, so it's kind of neat. So what everybody think? I didn't put any poll. A postal inspector is on your butt. What's up, Bruce? How are you? My buddy's a postal inspector. It's not all what it's cracked up to be. I was going to do it, Bruce, but you had to be 35 years old by the time you took the job. Don't ask me why. But you got to carry a gun and all that. But I ended up not doing that. Yeah, well. But what they're ended up doing nowadays, people are shipping weed all over the damn place. That's what they're, it's mail fraud. It's a bunch of mail fraud stuff. I worked in management, so I would sit there and I'd have boxes of weed piled up all around my desk, getting a contact high, waiting for the postal inspectors to come pick it up. And they're like, we got a whole office full of it. Just hold on, we'll get there sometimes. And they would never really come back out. I'm like, Jesus. I had to put it in a storage room because it was getting lit. Every day go to work. Now that's not, it's nothing wrong with that, but but
Yo,
yeah.
Brian,
Yes.
ship my shit to me, man. I got something for you. What's your cash app? I got something for you.
What do you? I don't want no cash app. Yeah.
I'm just picking with you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some something. It'll have Game Time Brian on the box. I like those helmets, man. I love those Detroit helmets. Love them. Different, it adds a little fun to the game. I wouldn't want to see it every week. I'm not a big fan of the black uniforms, but every once in a while, I'm okay with it.
Uh-oh.
Seattle looks strong.
Oh, they don't jump too.
Come out here. As competitor, as colleague. Congratulations.
Dang, Tennessee is driving on Miami. But I'm not going to say that too much because I know Tennessee is known for turning the ball over.
Look at the lineup. The receiver is for Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, who was a coaching candidate this past season. He was a block. And they've got Blasco and Simon and Ben Johnson with his football. This is the down that Mike McDonald featured with his defense and what the line is really.
Yeah, what you think, Thomas? You think it's time for us to start looking for a younger head coach?
Let's see how this year play out. Let's see how this year play out. You know, the season it's a quarter old. It's a quarter old. Let's see how this play out. If we don't, if we don't either make it to the playoffs or make it to the conference championship game, yeah.
Yeah, we just get all these old has-beens. Made to say it, has-beens was what we've been getting. We got
Either
the
that
old version of Mike McCarthy. We got the bad version of Mike McCarthy. We didn't get the McCarthy that we thought we were going to get. You know, a lot of players. I don't know. I just think that, I think we need some youth in there, some young, energetic coaches like Sean McVay, somebody like that can really boost our team up,
And I don't want no college coach either.
Nah.
Because it seems like every college coach
Comes in and fails.
Who has came into the NFL has been asked.
Well, Jimmy Johnson was an exception. Pete Carroll.
We exclude both of them.
Jim Harbaugh, he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing all right. We exclude all three of them because they had some control.
Mm-hmm.
They had some control. But the rest of them,
Nick Saban couldn't make it. Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, he didn't do anything. Urban Meyer didn't do anything.
He didn't coach in it. Where he was a coordinator.
Nick Saban did coach. He coached the Dolphins. Yeah, he coached the Dolphins back in the day.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
He was on Bill Belichick's coaching staff.
Yeah, I remember that in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But Nick Saban didn't get fired though. He took the Alabama job instead.
Yep.
If you remember, he didn't get fired.
But yeah, there's good coaches out there. We just don't know about them because they never get, I wouldn't be good venture to say I think Al Harris would make a good coach. He seems like, he got that dog in him. He got that, he knows how to talk to players when they're down.
Yeah.
And these old coaches, they're just kind of like, they can't connect. I don't think they can connect with the younger players, in my opinion.
Right.
And I think that's big, man. You got to have a connection, with your players and stuff like that. And I just don't see that in McCarthy, man. I don't see no emotion other than him putting his head down, but I don't see any type of emotion from him when we're losing. You know what I mean? I wish we see more of that, you know.
When was the last time you seen him show emotion though?
Yeah.
He didn't
He just
even
sits
do
there
it
and
in Green
crosses
Bay.
his arms and
He didn't even
know.
do it in Green Bay.
you know.
When he took over for Holmgren, he was not he even then he wasn't as fired up.
You know, he won that one Super Bowl. I give him credit for that.
We had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. He had an all-star cast in that year. No, I shouldn't say.
I hate Aaron Rodgers, but he's a dog. Well, at least he was a dog back then. He used to beat our ass all the time. He got up for that game, buddy.
We could never.
He would
Sorry,
be up. He would
step
get up for that game all the time and just run it down our throat.
Yep.
I just wish we just don't, you know, our team just don't get up for these big games, man. It's just,
we need to start getting up for them. That's the thing.
I mean, the Saints game, they didn't get up for that game. Baltimore, they didn't get up for that game. Yeah, the Giants, okay, come on. We beaten the Giants. That's owned the Giants. He's 13, you know, the Giants haven't beaten Dak Prescott since 2016. So, but
yep.
I mean,
that's been 8 years ago.
Just need a new culture, new philosophy, you know.
You know, and one thing is like 25 hours for the game. Hold on, what coach used to do this? Night for the game, he would have the players in a hotel in another city to make sure they don't do nothing stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Or
that
they
was,
don't get in.
I think that was Bill Parcells did that.
Yeah. Because he did it with the Giants, did it with New England. And I don't know if he did it with the Cowboys or not.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
It used to work. It used to work.
Looks like it's Lions ball. I think I'm going to flip over to that game.
But
I mean, even in Dracula, he's annoying, but at least he shows emotion, you know, for the Eagles. Yeah. He's annoying as hell, but, you know, we don't get that, though. Mike McCarthy, he's just like, you know, this is the time they need him the most, man. When we lose our two key he needs to rally the troops, man. He needs to tell these guys, look, man, you know, it's not the end of the world.
If you look at those Lions face masks, and put that on that Dallas helmet that Brian showed us, I think that would look awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask Game Time, loyal Cowboy, Thomas or Troy, what kind of clothes do the Cowboys kind of offensive coach or defensive coach you think we need? Well, I think, Curtis, I mean, I'd say somebody like Sean McVay, you know, someone who's energetic, you know, got a vision, knows what he wants to do.
Curtis was asking about what kind of coaches we think that,
you know,
Dallas.
But then again, it don't matter. We get that type of guy because Catboy and Jerry Jones are just going to get in the way, and they're going to
they're going to get in the way.
Hold him.
You know, I wonder how Dan Campbell would do in Dallas. I really do.
Because Dan Campbell, he was a former Cowboy.
Yeah. I just wonder how he would do. Could he change that culture?
I think he could.
I tell you what happened. Dan Campbell probably will be writing. He'll probably be writing a fancy play on the board, and then Jerry Jones will come back. Well, we don't want to run this play. You want to have so run an out route. I'd be like, dude, you hired me to do a job.
Now Dan Campbell, he don't take no shit though either.
No, he don't.
If player gets in his face, he's going to get right back in their face.
How are you, brother? Let me get
to
the
tell
chat
you right
real
now,
quick, and then I'll let you guys
You hired me to
continue.
do a job, man.
Jeff
Get your
Lee,
driver
what's up?
face ass out of here.
Logan,
This is a players meeting, a player and coaches meeting.
Yeah, Twiz, we did make Quinn the scapegoat, but at the same time, Twiz, Quinn seen the writing on the wall. And Quinn, one of the last things he said was the reason why he left is because there was no urgency in the front office. And he's 100% spot on about that because they aren't in no hurry. They're not in no hurry. They're just we're happy with the players we got. You know, so
I
that's
really
why he
hope.
left.
I really hope we draft better than we did this year and last year. To be
Well,
honest with you.
I'm happy about the draft, but screw that. We need to do something in free agency.
That's the thing. We got to make a.
But we
bigger
never do. I
splash.
mean, last year we had the live stream about the free agency, and we was sitting there just scratching.
I
our
remember
heads.
that.
Because they don't want to get nobody. They want to, try to home feed the players from here, but it's like, okay, Dustin
Can't
says,
do it.
Loyal, you have to trust the process from Jerry Jones.
Can't do that.
He can't do that, man.
Nope, we can't.
I just hope that what happened last week, and which I know it ain't gonna happen. Just hope that what happened last week with Derrick Henry was a lesson. But as like I said, the Joneses, they're not gonna look at that. They're rather have a stick up their ass than anything.
They don't care.
They were constantly like
No, they
that.
don't. That's stupid.
They were constantly love Diddy to stick up their ass.
You know what I would do? Like I said, I said before the other day, you know what I would do? I'd be looking for people to trade for I'd be looking for some picks for Micah Parsons. Start there. That's just me.
I'm looking at next year's crop of free agents. Amari's on there. Stephon Diggs is on there. Definitely, probably.
But those players,
that is a 1-year deal that Diggs got.
Yep.
But
T. Higgins will be on a free agent next year, unless he does something this year with his signs with Cincinnati. Brandon Cooks will be a free agent.
Those are all has-beens.
Khalil Mack.
I want somebody that's relevant now.
Deontay Johnson will be out there. Buda Baker will be out there. Let's see who else will be out there. Judon's kind of maybe a washout there. Nate Noteboom's going to be out there.
Says if we had a quarterback that would jump down his player's throat like Aikman or Brady. Yeah. He's washed.
Yeah, I would agree there. Let's see who else is out there.
Yeah, Twiz, we run our organization like a cartel.
Mark Hutchinson.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is the godfather. He's the Don.
For the $4.99 super chat, if we had a quarterback that would jump down his player's throat like Aikman or Brady, yeah, I agree with that. Me and Loyal have been saying that for a while. We love Dak, but at the end of the day, Dak needs to take control. Mark, you're in the hopper. I'd like to give away. Mark, did you get your shirt, brother? Let me know if you got your shirt. I got many other shirts too. So I got hats, I got shirts.
Charles Amenahu's out there next year.
So we got one in the hopper. I would like to get $20-$30. I'll give a shirt away tonight or a hat, whatever you guys want.
And I think what's the name will be out there too, Troy? Jawan Jennings.
Thanks, Curtis. I appreciate you, brother.
Let me see. Wide receiver.
Because I think Jawan Jennings signed a 1-year deal this year.
No, I think he signed for longer. No, Chris Conley, I think, is the only 49er that.
It says, Dust Daniel says, Loyal, do you believe that they're really looking for outside help with the injuries to Micah and Tank or
touchdown Detroit?
Hell no, we ain't doing nothing.
Who was it? Let's
Daniel.
see here.
They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing shit.
Whoa.
They won't sign. They'll sign players to the practice squad, but they're not looking for anything.
Who was that? Montgomery.
Touchdown,
Oh,
Detroit. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Montgomery.
he's a touchdown machine.
Yeah. Let's see. So Zach Martin will be a free agent next year.
I think
he-
Zach Martin's going to retire.
He's probably retiring, man.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't
what I was
blame
thinking too.
West Virginia, Dak is a captain, not a leader. You got it, my friend.
Note Boom, like I said, will be
West
there.
Virginia, did I send you my hotel information? Let me know. If not, I thought I emailed it to you. But maybe send me your phone number via email, West Virginia. I mean, I might have it. I might have it. Let me see. I might have you in here. I don't know if he gave me your number.
Oh, our guy Tyron Smith will be a free agent next year.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't think. I don't know that they'll bring
Send
him
me your
back.
number, bro, and I'll text you my my hotel information. You're in the hopper, or you're in the cup, not the hopper. Yeah, I'm with you, Loyal. They might be looking for practice squad depth with the injuries, Micah and Tank and stuff. They haven't.
That's it.
It won't solve anything. We'll see. I think they might do something. But
Mackay Becton will be a free agent next year.
Who?
Mackay Becton.
Yeah, well, back then, yeah, he's doing a hell of a job.
He's injury plagued. You
He
tap
is
him and
injury
he
plagued. He is. I
Cause
need to get
man,
some water. I'm dying here.
Well, just about
he's a
anybody that plays
right
on the
now, but-
offensive line is injured prone.
He's from Philadelphia now, but when he was with the Jets, man, he stayed hurt all the time.
Yeah, there's not really much out there by way of offensive line help.
And he was a college All-American at NC State. I remember him at NC State.
Yeah.
Darn, it's a nice stadium. I went there.
What's
Hard
that
Rock-
stadium?
Hard Rock Stadium. I went there.
Okay.
It's right off of I-95.
I was working in the
Oklahoma.
shoe a couple weeks ago. Ohio State Stadium. I was working in there. Got some pictures and yes, yep.
Yeah, there's no way by way of defensive linemen out there next year. They'll probably kick the tires on some of these older vets.
Rest in peace, Charlie Hustle. Oh, I didn't. Dang, Charlie Hustle died. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose died.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
his nickname, Charlie Hustle.
That was okay. Pete Rose. That was
1963, 1963 Rookie of the Year.
Ogba will be a free agent.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
not
you,
doing too
man.
bad.
I'm gonna tell you. Next year, when all these wide receivers going to free, there are gonna be a lot of top wide receiver free agents next year. If we don't pick up one of these free agents, there's a problem.
And we got potential on our team, but I mean, they're just not coached up the right way. Like
No, not.
somebody put in the notes here, it says Arturo says if Zach Martin retires, they're going to put TJ Bass in his place, guarantee it.
Either that
you're
or
probably
else they'll
right.
draft somebody.
I mean, but they just waste talent. They don't know how to coach these players up, man. I mean, they just don't. They're not coached the right way.
You know, the one person I'd like to see Dallas pursuing heavy in free agency next year, Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
I
mean, look at Marcellus Bennett. He was a decent player, but they just didn't coach him up right. They didn't use him. He would go in for
I remember him.
They just don't know how to coach players up, man.
No, they don't.
And what he do? He went up to Boston and got a couple of Super Bowl rings and told the Cowboys to kiss his black ass.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He said that word for word. He said that in his tweet after when he won a few Super Bowl rings.
Mm-hmm.
He said
T.
that.
Higgins. Yeah. T. Higgins will be a free agent next year, hopefully.
That's
I'd
the
love to
reason.
see him come to Dallas.
That's the reason why I said, Troy. That's the reason why I said, if we don't pursue at least one of these wide receivers in free agency, something is wrong.
Mark Hutchins says
Definitely.
Browns pocketed 19 million of the 20 million owed to Amari Cooper. It would cost 1 million to get him.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. But see, we need to
why.
look for we've had Amari Cooper though. I mean, he's okay, but we need impact players. We need something that's, Amari Cooper did a good job, but I just think at the end of the day, there's something about him that was just missing.
I'm wondering if we couldn't possibly offer something to Carolina for Deontay Johnson. I mean, good heck, he's going to be a free agent next year. Why not,
Yep.
Pay him and bring him in?
Daniel says, I mean, people are saying that we can go after Amari and trade since his contract is cheap and is a free agent this offseason. And that's probably a move that's something they probably would do, Daniel, because they're all about saving money. But that's their problem because they don't want to spend money.
The only issue we have with that though is he'll be in his 30s next year.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he would turn 30.
I think he turns 31 next year.
No, he turned 30. Turned 30 next year.
No, I think he's already 30.
No, I think he turned 30. I think he's 29 now, going on 30.
Let's see.
Because if you remember, he left school early. He left Alabama early.
Yeah. He was born in 94, so next year he'll be 31 in June.
Okay. Born in Miami, Florida, went to Northwestern High. I think he cause there are a lot of NFL players came from out of that high school down in Miami, Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. There's another guy I'd love to pursue is KJ Osborne from New England.
A wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. He's only 27. Let's see who else is out there. Well, that Rondale Moore out of Atlanta. But yeah, I'd love to see him go see if they can't get Stephon Diggs. Oh my God, DK is he fumbled! Oh, DK! Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Now that's a player I wouldn't mind having. DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he's not a free agent though. That's the only problem. And I don't think they're about ready to part ways with him.
No,
unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, he lost it.
Yeah, why would you part ways with? He's the only thing they got on offense. If you think about it.
But if Seattle was smart, they could get so many picks for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If they played it right.
Just like we could get picks for Micah Parsons, but that'll never happen because Jerry Jones knows at the end of the day, that's money in the bank for him because of the jersey sales.
Yep.
I guarantee if Belichick was here and he was in control, Parsons would be out of here. He'd be.
Yep.
He would trade him in a heartbeat.
Jerry ain't gonna let that shit happen.
Okay.
Like I said, Browns if he let Belichick take control, which he would.
Browns pocketed $19 million of $20 million owed to Amari Cooper. It will cost us $1 million to get him. Mark, I've been saying Amari Cooper makes way too much sense. Loyal's close to the situation there. What do you think about getting Amari back?
Nah.
You don't want him?
and see, everybody don't get it. Everybody's not is not catching on to it. What most people don't know is Belichick is not coming to Dallas, and I'm gonna tell you why.
No
Who is
control.
he tight with?
Bill
Who is he
Parcells,
tight with? No.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that he was on the
Yes.
boat with Jimmy Johnson. They were out fishing
And
and all that.
who do we go to for advice?
Jimmy Johnson.
JJ.
Thank you. And there's no telling what Jimmy Johnson done told Belichick about Jerry Jones.
We are Penn State. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I hear what you guys are saying. I don't want to trade Micah. I don't think we're trading Micah. We have it.
We won't, Daniel. But I'm just saying,
he's under
just
control for a while.
let that sink in what we could get in return for him.
I'm not closing the door. I'm just telling you they're not going to trade him. That's just my opinion.
Curtis, you know I got to root for my Buckeyes. You know, Penn State's good, but I got to go with my Buckeyes.
Absolutely.
Let me see. Penn State play UCLA Saturday.
Man, we got tough. We got Oregon next Saturday. That's going to be a good
Phil's
game.
alma mater.
We got Iowa this week and then Oregon next Saturday. That's
Yeah,
in Oregon.
Y'all play Iowa. I think y'all play them on Fox.
Yep.
Either Fox or NBC Saturday Night Football.
Boy, they've got some good defensive edge rushers available next year.
Who is that?
Yeah. Well, if I had to predict, here's what I'm thinking. I don't think D-Law's coming back.
I don't think he is either.
I think this is probably going to be his last year. I
Yeah.
think that, Travis Frederick's going to retire.
Yep.
Oh,
Travis is already gone.
Yeah, Travis Frederick. Yeah, he's
not
gone.
Travis Frederick. I mean Zach Martin. Shit, I'm getting
Yeah, Zach Martin will be gone.
I know what he meant. He's got
Zach
Gilliam
Martin.
Barr.
I think Zach Martin's going to retire.
Yeah.
I don't even think Zeke's going. I think Zeke will be gone. He'll probably.
Yeah,
I think
Zeke
he
will
came
be
back
gone.
this year. He'll probably retire a Cowboy.
Yeah.
No doubt there.
I don't know if we don't do anything, McCarthy or Quinn won't be here. But then again, who knows? Jerry Jones could do a cheap move and just say, I'll move Zimmer to head coach, which I wouldn't want that. But
I wouldn't want that either.
he would do that. Would be something Jerry. Oh, we're just trying to keep in house.
Touchdown Detroit.
So.
Yep.
Touchdown Detroit.
Who was it?
That is
Montgomery again, wasn't it?
no, Jameer Gibbs.
Okay.
Oh, Gibbs, yeah.
They said on NFL Network, don't be surprised if both Montgomery and Gibbs have 100-yard games apiece tonight. They said that.
Yeah.
They
You're gonna
predicted
get
it.
it against us a couple weeks.
14-0 Detroit. Yeah. Anyway, the biggest name for next year, Josh Sweat.
Yeah. Washington.
No, he's in Philadelphia.
Eagles, Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Pry him away from Philadelphia. Damn, we could have a good D line next year.
Josh Sweat is nothing crazy. You listen to him, Crowley. He wants to poach some of your players. Take him. Take him. Billy
Let's
D's
see who else
like,
is-
take him. Take his ass.
Take him. We don't need him.
Josh Sweat is very limited. You know who Josh Sweat is? He's a notch below Armstrong that we lost. He's not as good as Armstrong. So,
But just
Too
think
bad
about
we
it.
can't get Armstrong back.
If we traded Micah Parsons, think about what we could get. I mean, I think if we go get a right trading partner, somebody like Pittsburgh or somebody like that,
he would
because he
have
said
to
he
get
wanted to
draft
play.
picks for him.
He said he
Oh,
wanted
you
to,
could
he
easily
would play
get
for the
second
Steelers because
rounders.
he's from Pennsylvania.
Second
I mean,
rounders.
get a couple
You-
first rounders for him.
You would have to
Maybe
get a
first
couple
rounders?
ones for Micah. I don't
Okay, go two ones and a 2.
And give us some players that look at this proposal. So let's just say we find Pittsburgh as a trading
probably
partner.
a 1 and a 2 because you got to.
I would say take 2 first-round picks and give me Najee Harris. I would sign it. It'd be a done deal. 2 first-rounders and Najee Harris. I'd be all over that deal if that happened, but they're not going to trade
they
them.
ain't doing that.
There's no way.
Walker
And
Wade,
Dallas
Texas
ain't gonna want,
Ranger.
and Jerry Jones ain't gonna want Najee Harris because Jerry Jones gonna be like, well,
Well,
so and so is
We got
they
other. We got other.
they passing 300 yards a game. We got to keep up with them. Man, nothing.
Philly
My
B, you
mouth.
say you can't see that happening. I can, because think about it. The Roonies, they would say, "Oh, we put Micah Parsons next to TJ Watt."
Settle down just a little bit.
Go drink some Johnny Walker Blue, Jerry. Shit.
yeah, Jerry's upset.
I don't have
He needs to go to
Speaking of-
7-Eleven and get him some wine.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of, Najee Harris is a free agent next year.
Yep.
Who is?
Again, I want a rookie, guys. You know, we have Lepke. I want some young stud. Don't have to be first round.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the guy
Najee
from
Harris ain't
Oklahoma.
that old though.
No, yeah, I know.
Najee's only 26. He'll be.
I like
27
James
next
Conner
year.
too. He was out there.
Oh yeah,
but-
yeah,
Oh,
but he's
James,
kind of
yeah.
injury prone though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Hutchins
Plus, he'll
says
be at
Jones is not
30.
going to trade his homegrown players. So,
Nope.
Twiz, we better.
He tried.
not.
He
I
tried to
want
remember. He
someone
tried to
better.
trade Romo after Dak was a starter. Remember that? And then Romo retired.
2 first-round picks and Harris. I think. I don't know that you would have to give up. I don't know how that would work. You probably would. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
the
look what
value
the
of
Rams
Micah,
gave up for Matthew Stafford.
But that's
They
quarterback.
gave up a bit.
I would think you could probably trade Micah for a 1 and a 2, and maybe.
I would take a 1 and a 2, and then Najee Harris. I would do a deal like that.
Yeah, I would think that would be the most you can get, because normally when you have to pay a guy, you don't pay as much in compensation. Is there any good running backs coming out of college? Yes, Mark.
Oh yeah,
Hudson.
there's a
Yes,
lot of
yes,
good.
yes.
Yeah,
running
you've
backs
got a
coming
lot of them out there.
A lot of good running
The
backs.
two that come to mind are the kid out of Wisconsin and Oklahoma State.
And
Anderson.
don't forget about the guy from Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Boise State. They've got a good runner up there.
All right, here
Yeah,
we go. I'm going to rattle off some names here. I'm going to share my screen while we're watching these football games. Right now, it's 14-0 Detroit over Seattle and 6-3 Tennessee over Miami. All right, here we go. This is in no particular order, everybody. They got ranked number 1 scouting report. Ashton Genty. Who is he? College, Boise State. So the Boise State guy is ranked 1 for next year, Thomas.
Yep.
Ranked number 2, North Carolina, Omarion Hampton. My guy, number 3, Mr. DUI, Ollie Gordon. Hey, give me a guy who needs to take an Uber. I'm down. So, let's see. And then they go with Dylan Sampson, running back out of Tennessee.
I like him.
You got, let me just give you some of the specs. You got Ashton Genty out of Boise. He's 215. He's 5'9", 215, runs a 4.4. And Marion Hampton, 220, 6 foot, runs a 4.4. Ollie Gordon is 6'2", 225, runs a 4.4. I like me some Ollie Gordon. Dylan Sampson, 190, 5'11", runs a 4.3. Damn.
He's sneaky good, Brian.
Yeah. You got Caleb Johnson, Iowa, 225. He's 6 foot, 225, runs a 4.5. Devin Neal, 5'11", 215, runs a 4.5. Ohio State. Travion Henderson, 5'10", 208, runs a 4.3.
He's got speed. He's just injury prone. That's the
Yeah.
only problem with Henderson.
He's a
though.
little light in the ass. Oh, sorry. Nicholas Singleton, Penn State, 6 foot, 227, runs a 4.3. I'm still waiting. Another Ohio State guy. Who are you talking about? Wisconsin. I don't see it. But anyway, I
He's
like
probably
Ollie Gordon.
just a sophomore. Ollie Gordon. I hope he's there when we go to draft.
I don't know.
I would take him in with our first pick.
Yeah, if it's you would hopefully it's late round, right? Singleton also isn't bad. Crowley, yeah. What I'm trying to say is Crowley is if you're looking for a running back, there's no need to. There's no need to. Yeah, I'm not saying don't, guys. I'm not here to say don't go get a guy, but if you're gonna throw him in a trade, then then I'll take a guy and go with a young guy and just revamp.
Curtis, I think we will. I think we'll draft a running back in the first round next year.
You think it'll be first round?
I just got this sneaky feeling that if we end the season, I don't know how we're gonna do, but if let's just say we have a bad season this year, they'll draft a running back. I think first. That's just my opinion.
I'm a running back guy, so I like having a running back, but I don't want to pay a running back. And I wouldn't draft a running back top 10 anymore. I think once you get out of the top 10, fine, I'll take it back. But I don't know. I'm not saying don't. Maybe top 5. I think Zeke, that wasn't a bad pick, but looking back, maybe Jalen Ramsey would have been better. I don't know. Just that. Their longevity in this league isn't wrong. I can't remember his name, but I want to die from the Texas receiver. Texas receiver.
College.
Yeah.
Is he in the league now, or is he still in Tech?
I guess he's in the university. Well, right now you're looking at Rhett Anderson, 5'11", 190. Reese Beauchamp, 6'2", 190. Ty Boatwright, 6'1", 175. Silas Bolden, no. Isaiah Bond. Now, I think you're probably talking about Reese Beauchamp. To me personally, in my own take, I think the Cowboys are going to make a move, but it may not be someone that we want, and that's going to upset the fan base.
Like Mozzie Smith?
Um,
like Mozzie Smith, that was a disappointment.
Yeah. What happened to Troy? Daniel, I think I kind of agree with you. Flip Shelton, Zeke was a great pick at the time because we had Romo. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Flip. It's easy for me to say, knowing how it turned out. Yeah, I let him back. I don't know what happened. He zonked out. Remember this guy, the receiver from Alabama, Ryan Williams? Yeah, dude, Ryan Williams is crazy. He is crazy. 17 years old, everybody, doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I think there's a good draft class coming out next year. I really do. But as much as I like draft players,
yeah, you need to add.
We need veterans.
Yes, exactly.
Good quality veterans, not has-beens or anything like that. But
exactly, we do need good quality veterans. That's what it's about. That's what Dallas does not do. Supplement with veterans. We got 57 seconds left in the first half of the Tennessee-Miami game. 14-0 Detroit over Seattle. 11 minutes to go.
It's not like that we are going to go after Reddick because he wants $25 million on his next contract of staying playing. Yeah.
Let me look up that Hassan Reddick latest. What does he think he's doing, Loyal? I don't understand.
Reddick?
Yeah, but what does he think he's doing, dude?
Well, this kind of reminds me of who's that running back for the Jets? What's his name?
Yeah, and how did that end up?
He's from here. I just can't think of his name. I'm just having a brain freeze. He used to play for the Steelers.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
What's your running back?
Yeah, Bell, Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yes, good call.
Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, he had it good in Steelers, and he sat out that year. Then ended up going to the Jets and getting screwed over. That was stupid. That's kind of what Reddick's doing. He's just trying to. It's like Deshaun Watson. He just sat out a whole year. Of course, when he came back, now he ain't doing squat. So,
why Eagles can't bring back Hassan Reddick? I was trying to tell everybody this, and then a lot of Eagle fans are just like, how he's bringing him back. It can't. Despite rumors of his potential return, the Philadelphia Eagles should steer clear of bringing back Hassan Reddick due to contract concerns.
Well, I don't think they can bring him back, can they?
Yeah, they could
No,
trade for him back.
Who are you talking to?
They could send Huff back to them if they wanted him, and you know,
Tell
But-
them I said,
you know.
I don't think that they can, though.
The way I was told that it would have to be it had to be 2 years. It would have to be 2 years from now in order for them to
Right
get
back,
him
y'all.
back.
Really, Reddick has been a contract dispute with the Jets ever since he was traded, refusing to report without a raise. The situation mirrors the financial headaches that led to his departure from Philly. In the first place, the Eagles have already moved on from Reddick's contract demands, and revisiting the issue would likely create unnecessary financial strain and roster complications. People don't understand. Again, I understand what Eagle fans think about Howie and what he could do. You're at a limit of what you could really do. With these contracts, you really are at a limit. You can't just keep paying everybody, unfortunately. So, don't expect Reddick back, people. Wow, Metcalf made a catch. Metcalf is a beast. He just disappears at times. I'm wondering how old Hassan Reddick is. Let's see.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
I
30
think
years
Reddick is,
old.
oh, what is he doing?
Kenneth
Whoa,
Walker.
that-
You start. Pile it on. Pile it on.
You see that snap, Brian?
Now I'm watching it now. That was a nice run by Walker. Damn. Howie brought back CJ. Nothing is off the table. It's different with CJ. He ain't paying. Maybe Hassan comes back, but he's gonna want his $25 million. You can't afford him at $25 million.
No.
Technically, we could afford him. Technically, we got a lot of money under the cap. But how we fit in the financial structure going forward, the Eagles can't pay that. He's 30 years old, Twiz. You know that, right? He turned 30 in September. You know what happens in this league. The fact that he's holding out and not taking his money, losing how much? He's losing over $1 million a game that he can't recoup. It's not smart business for Hassan Reddick.
And then that's not counting the fine that he have to pay too.
It's not good for him. He needs to get his at this point. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to fire his agent. Is what needs to happen. $30, Mark Hudson. He turned 30 in September. Hassan Reddick holdout why Eagles are not allowed. Oh, okay, here you go. Let me read it. Hassan Reddick holdout why Eagles are not allowed by NFL to trade star pass rusher again. If the Eagles want Hassan Reddick back, the New York Jets would have to flat out release him. You understand that? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Am I talking to myself?
I can hear you.
All right, good. Thank you. That's all I need. CZ, if the Eagles want Hassan Reddick back, here, I'll share my screen so you don't think I'm making it up. The Jets would have to flat out release him, so there is a rule. So the Eagles can't trade for Reddick per the NFL rule book. As an insider, Ian Rappaport pointed out, not until 2 years have passed from the time the team traded player A. In this case, player A is Reddick, and the Eagles can't trade for him until April of 2026. There are exceptions to the rule, which is explained in the rule book. A traded player must have been on the active-inactive list of the assignee club of any club, whatever. It gets real confusing. The only way the Eagles could bring back Reddick is if the Jets terminated his contract, allowing the Eagles to reacquire him. Reddick is currently holding out with the Jets as he seeks a new contract, not playing for the remaining $14.25 million base salary from his initial 3-year deal with the Eagles. The Jets traded Reddick and took the final year of his contract, which Reddick gives up $800,000 in fines for every game he's missed. With this training camp holdouts, game checks, and fines, Reddick could forfeit up to $21 million if he misses the whole season. $21 million. So, you know, he's not coming back to the Eagles. He's not. It's just not. He's not coming back to the Eagles. Dallas ain't paying $25 million. They're not doing it. It's not happening. So, again, damn. The agents don't care about the team and what does to the team. They want a 6%. Glimmer Man, what's up, man? Yeah, it's funny. I live in South Jersey, you know, half hour from Philly, and they don't ever talk about that rule. You know, that's why I thought there was something, but I really didn't take the time to look it up. But obviously, they can't trade for him. Jets could file agreements and rescind the trade, but the league has to find Reddick in the wrong, and NFLPA would hold that up by the time the season would be over. Yeah, I agree. Something like that would have to take place, but it just, again, they got rid of him because they didn't want to pay the $25 million. They're not all of a sudden going to change and say, yeah, we'll do it now. No, that's not what they're going to do. They're not going to do it. What is she doing? Is that her chewing on a bone? Lord have mercy. My dog is going to town on that bone.
Chiefs, Commanders, and Cowboys are interested in Amari, is what I heard.
And you're saying you don't want no... Well, the Chiefs are going to get him, right? You know that.
I think the Chiefs would... I could see him going to a team like the Chiefs, you know.
Who is that, Loyal?
What's that?
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, because they need a receiver bad because they got 3 receivers out for the rest of the year because Rasheed Rice got a torn ACL.
Daniel M., what makes you think that Reddick would come here and not sit out if he's not going to get a new contract? He don't want to play for the Jets. Why would he want to come to Dallas and play all of a sudden? You'd have to throw him a bone of some sort.
Either that or Jerry would have to sit him down and turn into the salesman on him and talk sweet to him and persuade him. And
yeah, I don't see that.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
He's losing $800,000 a game. He's going to want all that back in some sort of signing bonus. That's what he's going to want. He's not going to Dallas unless a new contract. Yeah, exactly, Crowley. There's no way. And I don't know if Crowley, you heard this, but I kind of heard rumors that Dallas was snooping around about a possible trade. This was prior to the season. Now I don't know if that was all hot air or if that was true. That Dallas was actually in on him. So I don't know. And then they traded him to the Jets. So who knows? Jerry is a salesman. He can sell Reddick a good deal to become a Dallas Cowboy. I mean, there's a way to get Reddick and pay Micah, but there's going to have to be some restructures. I don't know. Thomas, does Reddick even fit in Dallas' system now? I don't know. I'm not saying he don't.
It depends on the situation with D-Law. Depend on how long he's gonna be out. And
well, that's what I was saying. D-Law is done after the year.
Yeah, he's done. He's He's probably somewhere in the Dallas suburb, right? He probably got somebody writing up his retirement message.
Yeah. I mean,
He probably got somebody writing up his Hall of Fame. No, his retirement speech.
I wouldn't say he's gonna go in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't say he's
who's
No,
that?
he ain't going to the
No.
Hall of Fame.
D-Law. He ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Nah. Yeah, Daniel.
D-Law going to leave Dallas anyways, and
Yeah.
you don't know what you have in Nealon for the future.
Well, we know what we have.
Dan-
He's a hell of a run stuffer who's developing.
Well, Daniel, I mean, if Nealon's coached up the right way, I think he'd be a good player. But it's just thus far, you haven't really seen anything. We might get to see more of him now that D-Law's out. So if he's coached up the right way. Yeah, Glimmerman, I like D-Law. He's a solid player. He's not the D-Law.
He's not coming back for cheap
before he got
so.
paid. But I just don't see him coming back after this year. I just don't see that.
You can see him with the Eagles. He's 32 years old. He'll be 33 in April. So, yeah. So if you think of it that way, you know,
Curtis says I started one of right.
Oh,
and I don't
one
think
line.
so either. Yeah. I don't think he's coming back, Curtis.
Touchdown Detroit.
Oh yeah, Lions are gonna blow them out.
That is Jameer Gibbs again.
Fuck.
All goes back to that Matthew Stafford trade.
You talking about Jameer Gibbs?
Yeah, the players they got for him, the draft picks they got for him.
Yeah, because he should have been playing with. He should be out in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, Lloyd. He was part of that trade. One of them first round draft choices.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think you stayed with a piece of garbage like you.
21-7. Wow. Wow.
Curtis says, Loyal, you're right. Let's try Micah Parsons. We can get some draft picks and get some players. I'm dead on that, Curtis. I mean, I like Micah. He's a good player, but at the same time, I mean, I could see him down the road kind of, going against becoming a rebel or something like that. I just think we could get some good players. I mean, we could get some draft picks wild now, but if they wait till the last minute, no. But they're not going to do that. They're just not. They just shots fired. The Lions are shots fired. Daniel M says also Carl Lawson, Chauncey Golson, and Tywas Weed are going to have to step up. Yeah. Let's just hope that Zimmer can coach these boys up,
Now,
Maybe
let's
he
revisit this. I'm trying to think, what would a contract for Hassan Reddick be, Because, now that I'm thinking about it, we're not going to have D-Law next year, right? You don't know what you have in Sam Williams. We're actually very thin there. So it may make a lot of sense to make a play for him and sign him, but I'm just curious as to what a contract would look like for him. He could say $25 million all he wants, but that's all on paper. He don't want 25 guaranteed per year. He ain't getting that. He's making what, 14 this year? So maybe,
And
you know,
you just took the words out of my mouth, Brian, because I was getting ready to say, if you think about the 25 million, that may be just the starting number.
right. I'm trying
That
to
may
see.
be the starting number.
The Jets traded a conditional 2026 third-round draft pick to Philadelphia for Reddick in March with the belief that he'd report to the offseason activities under the final year of his deal, which is slated to pay him $14.25 million. A source said the team's brain trust was caught by surprise when Reddick skipped all of the Jets' offseason work despite taking a physical following the trade and taking part in an upbeat introductory news conference in April. At the news conference, Reddick sounded like he was prepared to move forward with the Jets, remarking, "Whatever happens, I'm going to be happy." Well, what happened then, dude? I'm going to give my all no matter what. Yeah, okay. That's what I am as a person, Reddick said in April. No matter how it goes, how many years I'm going to be here for I'm here for, and I'm going to give a team, the fans, everything I have. Well, that's all BS.
Man, Rex Ryan, he is really butthurt over us not signing him.
Why would he say now?
Now it says breaking. Former Jets head coach and current ESPN analyst Rex Ryan says the Cowboys were too cheap to hire him.
Yeah. I saw that.
Man.
Rex Ryan is full of shit. He got gravel in his mouth, and all he is
He's
a
into
whole
that
bunch
feet
of
too. I mean, just not wrong with a nice foot, but he really into. He's got a foot fetish. It's really bad. Google Rex Ryan foot fetish. Following the news conference, Reddick eventually skipped the Jets' organizational team activities. The holdout has tallied 1.7 in fines, counting a collectively bargain penalty of $50,000 per day. That was during. Once the regular season begins, Reddick will forfeit all game checks. Wow. We have informed Hassan that we will not trade him, that he is expected to be here with his teammates, and that he will continue to be fined by the CBA. Wow.
damn. You done lost all that money, all
Yeah.
just because. And I hope you don't got children because child support is kicking them in the ass.
Yeah, really.
Dang.
A lot of money. Wow. There you go.
A lot of
Another. Oof. If Reddick holds out the entirety of the 2024 season, his contract would toll into 2025, giving the Jets his rights for an additional year for the same $14.25 million. Something's got to give. What are you doing, Hassan Reddick?
Yeah, something's got to give.
I mean, dude, it's like, you know what it's like? It's like watching somebody melt down in front of your eyes. Somebody's got to step in. Eagles traded Reddick to the Jets in order to avoid this very same impasse, knowing they would not be willing to fulfill an extension demand that was expected to average upward of $25 million per season. However, the Eagles are in line for some consequences if the stand-up between Reddick and Jets is not resolved, as the 2026 third-round pick was tied to performance escalators in 2024. They could have involved the position to wow. Okay. Oh, it could have improved to a second-round pick. Interesting. Interesting. Well, Chris May's in the end zone over there, just chilling. Players were dopes agreeing to the new rule. Philly D, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Lions are up 21-7, 3 minutes to go before halftime, and Tennessee halftime 9-3. They're up.
Yeah, the Miami fans was booing the Dolphin players as they was going to the locker room at halftime.
All right, week 5 games. You got a Tampa Bay at Atlanta this Thursday.
On Amazon.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta. That's a decent game. And then I guess we're in London again.
The Jets in Minnesota and London, I think.
Is that what it is? London? Let me see.
I think so.
Let me click it. Let's see. New York Jets, Vikings. Yeah, London games. Yep. Yeah, they are in London. Then you got Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Oh, they'll blow Cincinnati out.
Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Indy gets their first win. I mean, Jacksonville gets their first win.
You think Jacksonville will beat the Colts?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's a possibility. They're home.
They beat Pittsburgh yesterday.
They're coming off a high week-to-week league. They're all high and mighty. Now they go into Jacksonville against an 0-4 team. That they get. I'm taking Jacksonville to the bank. Oh, I don't know. Miami at New England. Cleveland at Washington. Damn, Washington's going to be 4-1. Damn.
Yeah.
Buffalo at Houston. Good game. 1:00 game. Carolina and Chicago. Chicago goes to 3-2 there, baby. 4:00 game. Las Vegas at Denver. Good game. Arizona at San Fran. I like the upset there. Arizona goes into San Fran, gets the win. I don't know about that. I'm hoping. Green Bay at the Rams. Giants at Seattle. Oof. Giants always play Seattle good. We're the Sunday night game. Dallas at Pittsburgh. Dallas at Pittsburgh. And then the Monday night game is one Monday night game. It's New Orleans at Kansas City. Oof.
Oof. I don't know. That's a toss-up. You know, it's a toss-up because
The Chiefs are without receivers.
you don't have receivers, and New Orleans need this may be a rebounding game from the last two losses. But I don't know. You know, we all know New Orleans. They're very helter skelter, and you know they.
Yeah.
You don't know which team is gonna show up. You know, like I told you, Brian. New Orleans, they're the type of team. They did what they did when they put 40-some up on Carolina and us, and now they're ass. But we'll see what's up, and like Howard Cosell once said, that's why they play the game.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. Arturo, what's up? College football game is more entertaining than this Titan Miami game. Yeah. I would love to see Dallas play at Washington on night game. Yeah. I think
I wouldn't right now. He'd probably get blown out. I mean,
Loyal has no faith in the Cowboys. Don't believe Dallas can deal with Pittsburgh's defense. We'll see about that. I think they're going to have a little something for him, Mark. I think Dallas comes out. Who keeps leaving? Who was that?
that was Chris.
I mean, the question marks when Tank is gone would be the development of Nealon and with Sam Williams also. In a sense, I would kick the tires on Hassan Reddick and see what the Jets want. Daniel M., the more I think about it, it actually does make sense if the deal can be made for, again, they're going to want their third-round pick, right? So, well, I guess they wouldn't care at this point. Dallas isn't giving anything high, so it's not happening, people. Dallas will give you a fifth. I don't think the Jets will take a fifth. So, Lord Nova is over there. Lord Nova's not, that's not who I was thinking about. Yeah, Lord Nova's not the guy. It was the other guy, Lord Vaughn. Not sure Cowboys can deal with the TJ Watt's crew. Mark, yeah, it's going to be a tough ask, but I think it's about scoring points. That's what I think it's about. It's about scoring points. So we shall see. Lord Von, he's gone. What's up, Troy Hagan? How are you, brother? You good?
Yeah, I think so. My laptop's giving me.
Oh, is it? I was wondering what happened.
Yeah. And then there's the other Troy too.
Let's see here. See if there's any news out there.
Thomas Curtis wants to know how many days you work out.
2-3 times a week.
Yeah, I'm about to start back tomorrow. I've got my gym bag. I'm gonna go after work. I need to go. I need to get back into it.
I'm going to the gym tomorrow.
I was doing good for a while, man. Then I don't know. Wife kept feeding me. I got fat. And
Don't blame your wife, bro.
Nah, it was me. It wasn't her. I'm eating good. I've actually, if I start working out, I'd be, I'm just missing out. Like I used to drink like 2 jugs of water a day, but then I just got burnt out on water, man.
Yeah, I know. I get the same way.
Freaking make me like I'd have to go to the restroom like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I cut out like red meat, sugar, all that. I dropped, man. But for a while there, people was looking at me, thought I was sick. They was like, "Are you on?" I'm like, "No, I didn't do no Ozempic or anything like that. I just did a strict diet, and it was hard.
Yeah,
it was
it's very hard,
man. Eating chicken breast and
all the non-fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for the first few days, and then it's like the same flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I did was I cut down on fried stuff. All fried. I cut down on all fried stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, I started eating a lot of salmon. Still eat salmon to this day.
Well, that sounds good right now. So my wife, she don't like fish though, but I love fish.
I love fish too.
Freaking tilapia and all that. I used to make some tilapia and olive oil. That was good.
Yeah, tilapia.
Some cauliflower, man. This got me hungry just thinking about that stuff.
Yeah, I had fish for my anniversary a few days ago. We went to a place down the shore, and
speaking of which, today's me and my wife's anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Happy anniversary, brother.
Yep. Thank you.
1 year.
Yep.
Time flies.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 27 for me. 27 years. You're making me hungry. I got to lose weight again. Curtis, you'll be all right, brother.
It's funny. It's funny, Brian, because last year, sorry. Last year when I was in Dallas, me and a friend of mine, she lived in Fort Worth, as a matter of fact, we had already made arrangements to go to this restaurant called, I told you about it, Ocean Air. And I remember we was looking at the menu, and I was looking at the menu, and she told me right off the block, she said, "You getting the salmon?" She said, "You're getting the salmon," and I'm like, "What?" She said, "You're getting the salmon. You ain't eating nothing fried. You can forget it." She knew my diet straight off the block. I didn't
You ever had salmon patties?
Yeah. My mother used to make them.
You ever had salmon patties?
My mother used to make them, yeah.
With some crackers? Oh, man. That was good.
I had 3, it was baked, not fried. There were free stuffed shrimp the other day, but it was with a crab imperial, which is like, I don't know if anybody know what crab imperial. It's like a bunch of crab meat with some other stuff. So, but yeah, they were nice size. There were 3 big jumbo shrimps with a bunch of crab meat around it. It was good.
Yeah, when I make salmon patties, I take eggs with some salmon, and then I mix it up with some crackers, and make it into a patty.
Who's that,
cook it in
Troy?
some olive oil. Oh, man.
Brian, you gotta get my pops on the stream. He's too nervous. Who's that, Troy? Shrimp gumbo, shrimp jambalaya, fresh shrimp. I know everything there is to know about the shrimp business.
Hey, if
sorry.
anybody's a member, man, come on and join, man. We family.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it now, but I had an issue. Whatever. I talked to Lady Lieber about it. I hit a drop that was an unnamed drop. I was hitting a bunch of rocky drops, and I had some negative stuff.
Oh, I
on it.
remember that.
I had
I
some
remember.
negative stuff about it, right? And she really thought I was laughing. I know. There was an Indian guy at the beginning that was doing some chant. I didn't even really hear, and then I caught the last part of it, and then I tried to stop it. I thought it was best that I didn't address it because you know what happens, Loyal? You bring it up. Oh, well, he had that. No. I have a soundboard where I just pull sounds. I don't download them. I just play them, and it was my bad. But she's very upset. I'm like, well, listen, man. All I'll say is this, it's nobody's damn business, but I'm the godfather of my niece and nephew who aren't white. So, okay, just leave it at that. Okay, I don't have that bone in my body, so that wasn't my fault. It was a mistake by playing that drop, but it wasn't labeled as anything. I thought it was under the Rocky Balboa drops, and somebody put that in there, and it said sensitive, but half the things I play are sensitive, so whatever. My apologies if anybody heard it and got offended, but that was a few weeks ago. That was a couple weeks ago. But I thought it was best not to give it any credence because it was bullshit. So, but, there's nothing I can do. Everything I do is wrong. So, I could, it doesn't matter. Dustin, good luck, Philly D, but you realize you have failures. Don't let them keep you down. Philly D, at the end of the day, bro, it's football. We don't control this. Look at Loyal. He's about as frustrated a Cowboy fan as you're going to find. Does he look like he's happy? But at the end of the day, we're going to root for our team. We're going to light
still
them
here,
up.
though.
We're going to light their ass up. And then we're going to root for him again. People want to be offended by everything in today's world. Twiz, I feel bad, brother. Anyone that's been a part of any live you've been knows that you're not that. Yeah, Lou, thanks, Lou. But again, I feel bad because she took it a certain way. But literally, I had no idea what was coming out. And everything's kind of on a delay. And I got so many things going on in front of me that I wasn't necessarily listening. And I'm like, oh, shit. I just didn't want to acknowledge it. I did not because it was disgusting. But again, I did explain it to her. I apologize to her. Not losing weight, Philly D. Now, I just wanted to clear that up because she mentioned Loyal to me via email. I'm like, well, Loyal knows me, so that's, I made sure I talked to him about it. Philly D, I'm not losing weight, bro. I'm trying to, but it is what it is. I'm hovering around 200 pounds. That's where I hover around. I know you keep saying you need to lose 20 pounds plus. Stop pounding the food, Curtis. That's the problem. You're pounding cheesesteaks and pizza. No, I'm joking. Curtis is on a seafood diet. Every time he sees food, he eats it.
I had a guy at work tell me that. He was like, I'm on a seafood.
Philly 500 is on all you could eat diet. It really works. Philly 500, I actually feel bad for him because he's looking pretty bad. He's looking pretty bad.
You don't gain some weight all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, man. That's how my brother passed. I'm glad that Troy Daniels is doing what he's doing. He's killing it. Troy's losing a lot of weight, so you want to be around for your grandkids, you got to do it. Ma, the turkey meatloaf. Oh, God.
But the key thing is, man, the thing I found out is consistency, man. It's that's the way you win. That's the way you lose weight. It's consistency. You can't just go for a couple days and say, oh, I'm gonna work out, and then work out for a few weeks and then drop off. You got to be consistent.
Yeah, it's hard for me to work out.
Yeah.
I walk like 9 miles a day, so it's kind of
I walk. I do a lot of walking too, but
it's not the same.
I just need to.
Yeah, I know. I got to get my act together. All right, here, 21-7, and it looks like Tennessee's getting the ball back. And a real ugly game in Miami, 9-3. Oh no, sorry, Tennessee 9-3 over the Dolphins. And Seattle is getting blown out. I like Aiden Hutchinson. He's
Yeah,
good.
this might be the Lions' year, man. I mean, it might be the Lions' year to go to the Super Bowl.
What's up, Daniel? Not much, brother. We're just chilling, shooting the breeze with what
Dustin
we're doing.
says loyal. Walking after eating dinner has jump started my weight loss. Walking over 2 miles a day so far. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I said. I walk a lot, so I kind of think that that's helping. But
I've been more active at work. I just think, I just need to.
so how was it
Oh,
working at the Horseshoe? Was it cool?
Oh yeah, it was nice. I mean, I got to see all the press box and all that, the interview room and all that. It was real nice.
That's
Stepped
cool.
on the field because I never before that I never stepped on like a new turf field. I just always wanted to feel what it felt like. So it felt pretty good.
Lost 10
we
pounds.
played.
Didn't need to lose. Lost chasing them damn elk around. Congrats, Dustin. Sorry, I was taking a deck. Turned out.
Yeah, I think with the wintertime coming up, I think I'm really going to buck her down though. The wintertime's the best time to set your goals because you ain't got nothing else to do. Really. Besides watch football and about it. Daniel M says, I still think that the Cowboys can win the division, though, but this Commanders team hasn't played in anyone tough. Well, they haven't played anybody, Daniel, but you can tell they've improved. They've improved tremendously. They got high morale there. Dan Quinn, he's players coach. People buy into what he does. Look what he did for our defense. Well, besides the Green Bay game, but Dan Snyder's not there anymore, so
My thing is, it's still early.
yeah.
It's one of it's gonna be one of these. It's gonna be one of them things where who's gonna make the first move.
I hope so, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna make the first move. Who's gonna be the first one to go on that winning streak and just get in front of the division.
Mm-hmm.
And as time go on, it's gonna be whoever that's in front. Can they hang on? Because this is a week-to-week league, and when whenever you play in an NFL where it's a week-to-week league, it's gonna be one of them things where who can hang. Oh, come on, let's go, boy. Who can hang on?
Seattle lining up for a long ass field goal. 62. Not even close. He's going to return it. He's coming out of the end zone. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, look at that. The big boy got him down.
He smashed him
and
too.
He's hurt.
Oh, they said Snoop's going to be at the Cowboys Steelers game. So Snoop, he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah. 9-6. Dolphins close the gap. What's up, Donnie's Drum Covers? How are you? Maybe they can put Snoop in as a linebacker. Yeah. Oh, that's not Snoop. Be Flavor Flav up in that. Don't believe that. I'm still waiting on that drop.
Oh, me? Yeah, I got to record it, man. I got that.
Snoop, I use my phone. So.
I'll do it right now. I'll mute. Hold on.
Public Enemy.
I'll send it to you.
Wow, that was quick.
Jack.
Yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is next door to the
Browns.
Cleveland Browns Stadium. A couple of the guys that was with us, they went.
Mm-hmm.
They went.
Still haven't been in there.
Haven't been in there, but the problem with that issue was we were still in the air on the airplane when they went, and it had rained that Friday night, so the plane landed late, and in order to get in to go to the Hall of Fame, you got to it had to be by appointment in order to get in. You know, you just can't. I got $23 to get in. You gotta make an appointment and everything, like seeing the doctor.
Loyal, you don't have an iPhone?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Because it won't let me to play that drop as a video. You know, like
Really?
I have this thing like voice memos that I watch. I'll play one that I've had. You know, like I did this years ago. You know what a really grinds, Mike, is. You know, but basically you could. It's just a recorder on your phone. You might have it. It's just a different app. So
Yeah.
or just record. You could record, record a message, right, and send it as a text. Just do that and then send it to me, and then I could download that. That's what I did. All my, like all my drops, all my drops. How about Matumbo, man? That's rough.
Man, yeah, that was crazy. He was a good dude.
Brain cancer.
No, not today.
Yeah, he did a lot of humanitarian work.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
Oh, TP.
Yeah, get him out. Jesus Christ.
Toro says Snoop likes Diddy.
Man, nothing. I ain't gonna say it.
What? You miss Tony Pollard?
No, not that.
Well, I miss that Tony Pollard. I do.
Yeah, I miss that Tony Pollard. That's a Tony Pollard. I wanna.
Wow, I think Miami stinks, people. Troy Hagan, that would be fun, man.
I haven't been to a basketball game in a while. I mean, I went to because I got family in Atlanta. It was years ago. I went to Atlanta Hawks game. It was pretty cool. And then before that, I went to Indiana Pacers game. It was nice. I just don't watch basketball anymore.
Yeah,
my cousin Nita, she's a huge LA Laker fan, and she said she won't go to Memphis to catch a Laker game when they play the Memphis Grizzlies. She told me, she said that I want to go with her. I'm like, hell yeah, I'd like to go with you. I've seen the NBA game, but I've never seen the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would like to go see them just because of their name. Touchdown Titans. TP.
And the Titans. I truly believe that the Cowboys are going to make a move, but I know that the Cowboys fans don't really expect one because they think Jerry sits on his hands. Remember 2018 guys about the wide receiver room we had. Yeah, but I wish I hope you're right, Daniel, but I just don't know. I mean, Curtis, Cleveland Cavaliers going to do which team do you like? I don't really have a team, Curtis. I don't have a team. I mean, I just watch basketball. I mean, when I back in the day, I used to like the Bulls, you know, and they had Scottie Pippen and all them, but Michael Jordan, but I haven't really had the team since. Donnie Jump says the Celtics repeat. I can see that happening. Celtics got a good team.
Yeah, they do. There's no doubt there.
Troy, what is your Jazz going to do this year? That's what Mouse says.
Tank again. They'll tank again. I don't see them doing very much.
Oh, I agree. Jordan, in my opinion, Mouse, Jordan is the GOAT. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. I mean, it just depends on what generation you grew up on. But to me, Jordan's the GOAT. I mean, a lot of people say LeBron's better. Some people say Kobe was better, but I gotta go with Jordan. That's just me.
I gotta go with Jordan. You know, this may sound crazy. On what I'm about ready to say. Jordan, he was the guy. But my favorite NBA player of all time is Dominique Wilkins.
I like Dominique.
But Jordan was the man.
To think we had Dominique and let him slip through our fingers.
I remember that. He was y'all's first round draft choice. And Troy, imagine this. Imagine this. Just imagine.
Kobe wanted to be all that Jordan was. He always chasing Jordan, but never Jordan ever. But you know, Mouse, I look at it like this. Jordan, he's never lost in the NBA Finals. Yeah, he hasn't been there as many times as LeBron and Kobe, but he's never lost. And he retired and came back. He won 3, he retired and came back and won 3 more.
Yep.
You know, that's the difference to me. Kobe, I like all of them. You know, LeBron being from Ohio, you know, I support him and stuff like that. But he's went to a lot of different teams. The thing I can say about Kobe Bryant is he's stuck with the same team through thick and thin. He didn't ask to get traded or anything like that.
And then on top of that, Michael Jordan was on 2 of the greatest Olympic teams of all time.
Yes.
The 92 Dream Team and that 84 Olympic team. That was the last true Olympic team with college players on it.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Sam Perkins, Wayman Tisdale, rest in peace. Alvin Robertson. I know y'all don't remember who Alvin Robertson was, not this young generation. Google him up when you get the chance. Jeff Turner. And it was a lot of them guys. Google up the 1984 Olympic basketball team. The majority of that the majority of that 84 team is in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, the head coach of that team was, rest in peace, Bobby Knight.
Mhm. Yeah, to me, back in those days, that was when the NBA was excited. I mean, you
Yeah,
had so many superstars, man. It wasn't. I
man.
mean, you had centers. Yeah, every position you had all stars. Nowadays, the majority of the players are either a forward or a guard. There's a few good centers, but back then they were loaded with centers, guards, forwards, all that.
The
Coaches.
NBA, yep. The NBA back in the 80s, and I'm gonna say a little bit of the 90s. The NBA back then, like you said, they were loaded.
Mm-hmm.
They were loaded. And Troy, getting back to you, just imagine if Utah would have had John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Dominic Wilkins. Now that team would have been loaded. And Mark Eaton, rest in peace.
Big time. Yep. That team would have gone and probably done what the Chicago Bulls did.
Yeah, that team would have went places. And would have competed against the Lakers in the West. Because back then, all you needed was 2 to 3 good players, rest of the players, role players. That's all you needed back then.
Yeah, me too, Philly D. I don't watch a lot of regular season unless I'm actually going to a game. I haven't been to a Sixers game in years since Okafor and who the hell was the other center that wasn't any good. So it's been a while. All right, here we go. Start of the second half in the Detroit game. Troy probably didn't like it because of his jazz.
Troy, I used to work for a company called Vivid. You ever
Obviously,
heard of
we
them?
all know they open
Yeah,
versus
security,
the Packers in Brazil.
Yep. I used
They're
to
a
work for
security
them, and I
company.
went to their headquarters in Provo, Utah, and they had like a basketball court because they're like a sponsor of the Utah Jazz, right?
3 weeks.
They
Yeah.
are. In fact, they
What do you have on the
You muted.
yeah, they had the name of the arena for a little bit there, and then it got changed back to Delta.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm well aware of Vivint. Yeah,
Delta
continues to tick down. The White House can get involved.
Curtis, Utah's head coach is Will Hardy.
Yeah, I like Jerry Sloan, Chris Dooley.
Yeah, Jerry Sloan was the man.
Didn't he pass away a few years back?
Yep.
That's right.
I think he died last
Yeah,
year.
he's gone. No,
Yeah.
he's been gone for about 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame as a player and a coach.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good coaches back then. Chuck Daly, Phil Jackson. You know,
Doug Moe,
who's the one that
Remember-
coached the Seahawks? What's his name? Shit.
Lenny
George
Wilkins.
Carl.
Not Seahawks, but the Supersonics.
Oh, well.
Lenny Wilkins,
Yeah.
black coach.
Yeah.
And let me see, Dr. Jack Ramsey, rest in peace. Remember Dr. Jack Ramsey?
Mm-hmm.
He coached Portland and Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? Oh, Billy Cunningham.
Billy Cunningham, Billy C, yeah. He was an
Yep.
executive with the Magic when he left the Sixers. He did well.
Larry Brown, when he was a good coach, Philly D.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bill Fitch used to coach Boston.
Can't forget about Pat Riley.
Yep. Don Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Start of the 4th and 1 here. Seattle Seahawks. 4th and 1 at their own 35, going for it. They got it. Geno Smith, a quarterback keeper. Tennessee takes a commanding lead over the Miami Dolphins, 16-6. Wow. 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 Good luck beating the Mavericks this year, you think? Larry Brown won the championship for the Detroit Pistons. I don't think
Yep,
so.
he did.
Oh, he did? He was coach the Pistons?
2005.
Yeah, he also coached the Sixers too.
Yep. Yeah, to me, the greatest era of basketball for me was the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Those were like the golden years for me. I mean,
Those were the best years. Yeah.
I remember going to a Sixers playoff game where Michael Jordan just went nuts. Yeah, Sixers in Chicago.
I never got to see Jordan play live. I would have liked to have seen
Yeah,
that.
he was. That's what I was trying to tell my young son. He's a big LeBron fan. I'm like, I have nothing against LeBron. LeBron is a big-bodied, unbelievable talent, but Michael was just special. He had that killer instinct. He wasn't the biggest guy. He was a big guy, but he wasn't really the biggest guy. Humble. My man was a fierce competitor. Yes, Mouse. I was at the Spectrum. Yep. I saw him play a couple times against the Sixers in the playoffs, where he just smoked Barkley. You know, him and Boats and Hose. You know what that is, Dustin. So I think Tennessee and Miami could become sellers this year at the trade deadline. There's not as, I don't know, man. Tennessee. I think Tennessee's better than their record.
Talking about the Titans.
Yeah. Curtis, yeah, they're going to build a downtown stadium right near Chinatown. Opening is supposed to be 2031, 2032. Stacey Flowers, I remember that game. That was a good one. Yeah, I've been to a lot of games. Back in the day, man, the Sixers weren't good necessarily. I remember going when they were good, you know, Dr. J and them. But Dr. J actually lived a couple doors down from my uncle was renting a house. Philly D might know. I think I told Philly D. It's not the best now, but it was back in the day. I think it's still called Alluvium in Voorhees. But Mike Schmidt and there was everybody lived in this community. So I remember just seeing them drive by. I'm like, oh my God.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Yeah, I went to the Atlanta Hawks Stadium. It was pretty cool. It was connected to CNN. So I remember going up there and then going through the little CNN building.
Yep, on Peachtree Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see.
Dustin Bosley, that's a good question, man. I think he's physical, but I don't think he could. I don't think these guys can play any old. They would have to adapt, man. They were so physical back in the day with the Detroit Pistons. You didn't just go down the lane; you would literally get your head taken off. Yep, Bill Laimbeer. Every team, you know, it was just so physical. Rick Mahorn.
Yeah, they didn't call them the Bad Boys.
Hell, NFL was more physical back then than what it is now.
Yeah, I challenge anybody to watch an NFL game from the early '90s. Just watch a 1992 football game.
It was way more physical.
It's just like it jumps off the screen how different the game was. Coyote, where are we with the giveaway? Yeah, I mean, I'll give a shirt away. I was trying to get like over $20, so I'm not, losing money basically, but that's the idea. We're at 14 now. If I can get to like $25, that would be wonderful. Figure the shirts cost me, I'd make about $8 off of it if I got to 25. They would, let's see, Hakeem Elijah, would you have killed these youngsters nowadays? Hakeem, I loved Hakeem the Dream.
Oh, I like the
Yeah.
Team Elijah one. He was good.
Thank you, my man. Thanks, West Virginia. I appreciate it.
I like
you.
Clyde Drexler too.
Yeah, email me at GameTimeBrian@gmail, West Virginia, your information. Or I'll email you, like send me your phone number and I'll text you my hotel reservation. Mark actually reached out to me today about wondering, because I already got the room. I told him what days they are. So, so we'll see. He's working on a tailgate, West Virginia. So he's good friends with Dak's uncle. So he's working on a tailgate. And, I would say everybody get their own tickets, but, we're not going to be able to get a section. That game is too much in demand. So, okay. Thanks, West Virginia. Appreciate it. I'll definitely, I'll text you and give you my number and I'll send you my hotel reservation. I don't know where you're staying, but at least so you have an idea. I'm not far. Mark Hutchin, thanks, brother. I didn't see your comment. Did you get the shirt that my wife sent you, Mark? You might have answered it and I missed it. Again, I got my new website pinned up at the top. So it's my merch website. I'll be adding to it, but there's a lot of cool stuff in there. So I know Arturo has been asking me, like a bunch of people. Felix Rojas, I know you want another shirt. Yeah, he ordered a XXX, and I special ordered it, but it's too big for him.
First Hoyas game I went to was Matumbo and Alonzo Mourning.
Thanks,
yeah, those were the
everybody.
days, Chris. Back in the college basketball was good back in the days too. I used to like college basketball. Back when you had UNLV and all those good teams.
Drexler and the Dream. Yeah, man. Yeah, remember the finger wag art? Yeah, I loved old school. That's why when Thomas brought up Mark Eaton, it brought back memories. Because I remember going to a game at the Spectrum and I saw Mark Eaton up close. I was, I don't know. I guess it was probably maybe late 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, 88, 87. He was so big because I was like maybe 5 rows from the court, Sixers stunk around that. They weren't that great. They were okay, but yes, I got the shirt, not expecting it. Yeah, did you like it, brother? Did you like the game time? I sent you the navy blue, right, Mark? It's a 50-50 shirt. It's not 100% cotton. So, it still might shrink a little if you really dry it, but I was wearing the same shirt the other day and I washed it. I didn't even dry it, Mark.
I don't know. The most physical basketball game I think I've ever seen, series-wise, was the Bulls and the Knicks. They used to battle. I mean, there's a real bad hatred there. Remember when John Starks, remember him? He dunked over Jordan and he thought he was doing something. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Oh,
yeah, Mark, I'm sending your jersey out too. I'm sending Mark a jersey and Chuck a jersey. You guys won the Romo jerseys.
And Detroit, right, Philly? Yeah, that's what I think. Detroit's the team that really pushed Jordan over, that made Jordan, come out and say,
They
you know, F
did.
this.
Who the
Because
hell
they
is
used
this
to
running?
bully the hell out of Jordan.
God
They
damn.
used to beat him
Oh,
down.
that's Montgomery. Damn.
No, but you see 21.
Manute Bol. What's up, Crystal? Manute played for Washington Wizards, too. I think Manute Bol died, too, didn't he?
Yeah, he
That's
did.
today.
Manute? No, Manute.
Manute, he's been passed away.
Yeah, he's
but-
been passed away.
okay. Okay, yeah.
You know who I didn't like, but I respected? I couldn't stand him because I'm a Sixer fan. Larry Bird. Couldn't stand that fuck. He's an ugly dude. But, my God, he could play. Between him and Kevin McHale, Frankenstein, with those square-ass shoulders. Yeah.
Frankenstein and Dracula.
I mean, Kevin McHale, he threw them shoulders around. They were like razor blades. They were just this
I'll
big...
tell you who I hated was Christian Laettner. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I remember because I'm not far, I'm not that far. I remember when Laettner came in with Duke and beat, remember that last second
Kentucky.
shot?
That was in the spectrum.
Yeah, in the
That was in
spectrum.
the spectrum. All played.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, my God.
30. I respect the hell out of Larry Bird. I think he was very I know it sounds weird, but I think he was underrated. I know it's weird to say, but I think Bird was underrated. He didn't get a lot of credit for his ball handling, his quick release. We all know he could shoot, but he made it look easy. He looked slow and oafy, but he wasn't, Detroit was good as long as the coach doesn't play. Lions will go to Super Bowl, mark my words. Me too, Brian, but he was a great baller. I will take Bird over LaFake. Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't call him LaFake. I think he's an awesome player, LeBron. I think what he's doing is incredible, but I don't really like everything he stands for. And I don't know, man. Just always been.
What's Seth Rollins doing at the Bills-Baltimore game? I thought he was a Bears fan.
He's at the.
They were showing him at the Bills-Ravens game.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
DJ punched him. Bird was a warrior. He was.
I'll tell you, the one that was really a beast was Larry Johnson.
Oh
yeah.
LJ. Yeah.
What did he say? Remember that commercial he had when he had that
Grandmama?
Yeah.
He went to a Carter High.
Dr. J.
Yeah,
that was my.
Then he went to UNLV.
Philly D. I think I told you this,
Yep.
Philly D. When I was a kid, man, I wish I kept everything. Who was that? Golf caught a touchdown pass. Who threw it?
St.
Brian.
Brown.
All right, cool. At least I get credit for it. I remember going to the Echelon Mall, Philly D, waiting in a long ass line. They had some cheesy basketball court set up, and we were the line snaked all the way through the mall. And me and my brother were there, and we were waiting to get Dr. J's autograph. He signed my hat, and I was a little kid. I was looking up at him, and he ended up dunking the ball. And after that, we went through to a Foot Locker, and I was walking into a Foot Locker, me and my brother, and guess who was walking out the Foot Locker? None other than, oh, man, who was the big center back in the day? He passed away, too.
Moses Malone.
No, the other guy.
He passed. Daryl Dawkins.
Daryl Dawkins. I ran into Daryl Dawkins, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, you got to realize I'm probably 12, something like that, 11. It was just overwhelming for a young kid. Yeah, the Chocolate Thunder, that's it, Arturo. To me, that's when it was cool, They made money, but it wasn't really about the money. It was about staying together, and every year in the playoffs, knowing you had to go through Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, and you had to go through, all these gauntlet of teams. And when you got to the finals, you were a beat up team. And, I don't know. Those were the good old days. I know it sounds like we're old people talking crap, but really not. It's just a different game. It's officiated different. It's just Bobby Jones.
I told my little nephew, but I told my black man, these athletes today couldn't play back then. They couldn't. Back then, if they would have played back then, the players back then would look at them and say, "You're a punk ass bitch." And
you're a punk ass
They
bitch.
wouldn't go for that. They wouldn't go for that. I'd be like, man, the athletes today would kneel like God to tell them to kneel. They would kneel to the athletes back then because they would literally punk them out. They didn't want to play with the players back then. The players back then.
Yeah, your noise went way down, Thomas. Barely hear you.
Well,
Yeah, we could barely hear you. We can't hear you, Thomas. Donnie, that's a true story, straight from the player's mouth. That was on the team talking. Do you know who dropped off the face of the earth? I always liked him when he played. Was Penny Hardaway. He just kind of.
Yeah. He's now coaching, I think, Memphis.
But I mean, at the time, he was an unbelievable player, and then he kind of just dropped off, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah, that was the end of, you didn't really hear much from him in the NBA.
Yeah.
The two coaches that I really liked watching when I was in, when I was younger, Jerry Tarkanian and Rick Majerus.
Yeah, Rick Majerus. Yeah. So he always had the towel in his mouth, man. He was always chewing on the towel.
Probably two of the best college coaches. I'll put Bobby Knight up there. God, I can't remember who else. Who's it? Mike.
How about the Villanova
Duke's
coach?
Guy?
Not Jay.
Coach K.
Right?
Yeah,
Coach
Coach Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino.
I'd put.
Who was the Villanova coach that won the a championship against Georgetown? He passed.
The coach of Villanova.
Yeah. Not Jay Wright, but before Jay Wright, what's his name? Yeah, Raleigh Massimino.
Raleigh Massimino.
Bang.
Yeah,
I always loved Raleigh. He would freak out, but Jay Wright, I'm telling you, Jay Wright is an unbelievable coach. So it's
and then there was the guy at North Carolina State. North Carolina State. Go.
Raleigh was the man. I remember. Thomas, when was that? What year was that Villanova beat Georgetown? What year was that?
That had to have been 85.
85.
Yeah.
85.
I remember that game.
So I was 14. So I remember that.
Yes, Curtis, that's right. Jim Valvano. God, I couldn't think of his name.
Jim Valvano. Don't give up.
Yeah, Jim Valvano.
Don't ever give up. Why don't you like Raleigh? He beat your Georgetown team, Chris Dooley? Tracy McGrady. He's another one that kind of. Yes,
he
like
came
there have
straight out
been
of
some.
Hampton.
I was gonna say there have been some great coaches. Oh, Georgetown guy, what
John
was his
Thompson.
name? Thompson.
John Thompson.
Yeah, a lot of good, excellent coaches. UCLA's guy. What was his name?
John Thompson is the man.
John Wooden.
Oh,
yep, John
Wooden. Yeah. You remember Princeton used to run that? What was it? The old Four Corners, or is that who it was?
What's his name?
Yeah, another old dude, old little white dude.
He's in the NBA now. He's
assistant somewhere. Yeah. Don Chaney.
Yeah, Don
was
Chaney.
The man.
He was another one. Yeah, my God.
Pete who? Who are we thinking of? Pete somebody.
Who was the one that coached Arkansas back in the day?
Oh yeah,
when they had Big Nasty and all them.
Tubbs?
Richardson.
Nolan Richardson.
He was a good one.
Bang.
Because before Nolan Richardson, what's his name coached them? Eddie Sutton.
Eddie Sutton, yes.
Yep.
Sutton was another good one.
He coached sitting in Moncrief.
Nolan, that's it. Yassine, you got it, brother.
Ooh.
Eddie Sutton. I'm trying to think who the coach was for Princeton.
Darn, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
I thought it was Pete something. Dean Smith.
Oh yeah,
Corral.
Dean Smith is another
Pete
good one.
Smith.
Oh yeah,
Corral.
Dean Smith is another
Pete
good one.
Corral.
Huh?
Brian Pete Corral.
Oh yeah. He ran that four corners. It worked, but I mean,
He didn't. He
who am I
ran that.
thinking of?
He ran that. No, Dean Smith ran the four corners.
Now, who am I thinking of that would just drain
Yeah.
the clock every play? I don't know. I thought it was them. I thought.
Mark, to answer your question, I think there are two that come to my mind. Bill Laimbeer, who's already been mentioned, and Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman,
Too
but
weird,
before he started wearing the ladies' clothes.
Tattoo-less Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, who was dirty?
And he's in the Hall of Fame too, Dennis Rodman.
I'll tell you who was dirty. Larry Bird was dirty. Charles Oakley. The oak tree would knock your ass out if you came in the lane all loosey-goosey. Charles Oakley, Lambeer. Yeah, those are the good ones. The good ones.
Oh
Rick
yeah,
Mahorn,
and Barkley. God,
Bump
he
and
was
Bump.
rough too.
The Charles Barkley and Rick Mahorn. Back in the day, man, that was real. I mean, you couldn't go. I mean, what Allen Iverson did, even in Allen Iverson's day, that was more physical than it is now, the way it's called. Allen Iverson was unbelievable. He was so little, and, he was going in amongst the trees. It was very, very impressive. Loyal Field is starting to become a tough place to play for opposing teams.
Yeah, it is. I think this. I mean, this might be the
Ford
Lions'
Field.
year. This could be the Lions' year to finally go to the Super Bowl.
Philly D. Mahorn had
They're
the
looking
biggest
like a
butt.
complete team in the NFC.
Ooh. Seattle's knocking on the door.
Brian, going back to what you were saying about the, watching 80s football, I think you'd have to go back to like the 70s and the 60s even more.
Yeah.
Those were the toughest.
I may have the wrong name, but I'm sure it was Bill Laimbeer played for. He played for the Pistons. Bill Laimbeer. Yep. Everybody
he played
had
for
a
the
guy
Pistons.
that was good for 5 fouls. They bring him in and just chew you up.
Everybody, everybody had a guy that was due for 5 fouls.
Yeah,
and
go in and
Except the case of the Utah Jazz, who had like 3 or 4 of them.
like give your starter a rest and just, all right, we get 5 from you, 5 from you. Just physical. But at the end of the game, you were taking jumpers.
Plus, everybody had an enforcer too.
Yeah. Vinny the Microwave. Yeah, Vinny was Joe Dumars, Vinny Johnson. Obviously,
here's one from the Jazz's past. Blue Edwards, he was rough.
Troy, like Doomsday and Steel Curtain defenses.
Yes, when those two got together, watch out.
The Purple People Eaters, the Raiders defense.
I'm gonna tell you another player Utah had too.
Isaiah. That's it.
Dr. Duncanstein, Daryl Griffin.
Seattle's going for 2 to make it a. I don't know. Is that 28 or 29? Is that 28-20?
Yes, that was Daryl Griffin. We had Thurl Bailey. We did get Adrian Dantley out of the Lakers for a few years.
And then he went to Detroit, and then Detroit ripped him out of his championship rings. He went to Dallas. And he finally got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I think if it weren't for Dick Vitale campaign to get him in, he probably won't be in the Hall of Fame to this day.
Yes, Curtis. He only played for the New Orleans Jazz. He did not come to Utah.
Who is that?
Muggsy,
Pistol
man.
Pete Maravich.
If I get another $10, I'll give away 2 things, but we'll do one at least. But for another 10, I'll give another one out. We got
Oh,
time.
and then we had Ricky Green.
Hat or
Oh my
shirt,
God,
whatever
he
you
was
want.
good.
Have a good night, Dustin.
See you, buddy. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. I'll talk to you, Dustin. I'm off tomorrow, so I figured I'll hang in for the whole thing.
Man, why are you arguing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
The 2-point conversion was incomplete, and you arguing. You should be happy that they didn't get the 2 points, you dummy.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why wouldn't they just kick the extra point? I don't understand.
Stupid.
Because their analytics said go for 2. Adrian Dantley. Man, I haven't watched basketball since MJ, the dream of the Rockets. You know who I used to like watching? I used to like watching the Seattle Supersonics. That was always fun to watch, you know, stay up late and watch the late game. You know, I was always a fan of those, you know, that team. Houston Rockets, I always loved. So what's your score prediction, Daniel? Gary Payton is Sean Kemp, Delta Shrimp.
Oh man,
Detlef.
Man, Brian, I hated when Sean Kemp ruined his career, man.
Yeah, Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
He was another.
Sean Kemp,
Wow,
man.
I like it, Daniel.
Damn,
34-17, Cowboys over the Steelers. I love it.
I like your confidence.
he ain't having it.
Man. Cocaine did him in.
Cocaine's a hell of a
Then there was
drug.
Gary Payton.
Cocaine up.
Wow.
At least 30 days.
Gary Payton up there in Seattle.
The glove.
The glove.
Damn,
that was a good nickname.
Man.
Yeah, there are so many superstars back in that era, man. It was the
Yeah.
80s and
Byron
90s to
Scott.
me. Those are the golden years of basketball. I'm telling you, they were.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Robert
Yeah.
Parrish.
Well, really, everything was better. I mean, boxing was better back then.
Yes, Crystal Lee. He would have already been in the Hall of Fame while he was alive. It's
Boxing was better
it's
back then.
ridiculous.
Football was better back then.
They asked me about Pete Rose. You know who else should be in the Hall of Fame? I don't care about the steroids. There's one man that should be in the Hall of Fame. I saw him play many times before he's
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
You know,
Barry
yeah,
Bonds.
I thought Barry was already in.
Yeah.
No,
have
I don't think
sense of
so.
direction. You
Barry
get lost very
Bonds
easy
might be one of the best players I've ever seen play.
anymore 'cause
I have a
Sammy
picture.
Sosa's not there either.
My problem is with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire, they only became good. They were good players, don't get me wrong, but they only became unbelievable with the steroids. You saw them off the steroids. Barry Bonds didn't get involved in that for years. Barry Bonds was the best player in baseball, and he was a skinny dude playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, he
I had a
was.
picture of him. I got to find all them pictures. They're all packed away. Him and Bobby Bonilla in the on-deck circle for the Pirates at the Veterans
Oh,
Stadium.
goodbye.
What's that?
Brian, I didn't mean to
No, what
I didn't mean
happened?
to, but you'll see it. You'll see it. You will see it.
down
I want you to
water
see
tower
Who was
and
that
goes,
that caught it?
Where do you think that's
Jameson Williams, an Alabama
okay.
boy.
there? I said the
Oh, Detroit just
most
scored.
people here.
Yeah, nice. Goodbye. Goodbye.
No, I didn't want to tell you because I
No,
didn't
I
want to
don't care
ruin
about that. It's not Dallas. As long as it's not Dallas, I'm good.
it.
Oh, there's a flag. There's a
Looks like the
Person, you know,
Titans are going to beat the
anxiety,
Dolphins.
you know?
He jumped in the stands.
okay.
I'm like,
Anybody with
He
that
could do
part
that.
of me misses that.
yeah,
That's
he
not
can
a
do
penalty.
that. Yeah, they do that in Green Bay. Man, these referees are stupid, man.
You have a
Yeah,
point,
they
don't
call
you?
it the Lambeau Leap.
Yeah.
Andy Van Slyke.
Oh, he was good.
Van Slyke.
Andy Van Slyke. You had Willie Stargell. There's a spot that used to be at the vet. How there was a big dot up in left field. How far he hit the ball. Andy Van Slyke. Bobby Bonilla is being paid forever. Yeah, they're still paying Bobby
Mike
Bonilla.
Lavalier.
He's your squad.
Mike Lavalier.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian. I remember Barry Bonds when he was at Arizona State, and he was scrawny.
But I mean, he was a hell of a baseball player, you know. So
Yeah, he was.
again, that's just one of those things. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. It's absolutely ridiculous, but whatever. It is what it is. Roger Clemens, another guy who I think is unbelievable talent. He got involved in some stuff towards the end of his career, but that by no means is why he was a great talent. But again, you know, do you do it? I guess that's what happens. I'm not gonna. I love weed. What's up? Welcome. I thought you were already part of the Millheads crew. What happened? What up, bro? There he is. He's in. You're in the hopper. You're in the hopper. You get a hopper shot for tonight. I'm trying to get 10 more bucks in the super chat, and I'll give away 2 shirts or whatever, 2 hats, shirt and a hat, whatever. I'm giving away something tonight, but I want to give away 2 things. I love weed. I'm trying to see where I'm going to stream again. I'm thinking about doing Thursday night and then maybe just do the Sunday night because there's not much really on Sunday. Eagles are off. Dallas don't play till Sunday night. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, I don't normally like streaming the Cowboys games, but it's a night game. I can't wait till go live after. That'll be midnight for crying out loud. I love weed. So I'll probably stream the Cowboy game. You know?
You probably be better off because if you
if you
do a
after.
post game, do a post game, you probably won't go to bed after that, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
And then you'll be dragging to do that. Do your morning
Expired
YouTube
card didn't. Oh yeah. See, I love weed. It's hard for me to keep track. I don't have that many. I think I have 30 some. So I mean that's nice amount, but it's kind of like it doesn't say who drops and who adds because I've done the same thing. Like my cards. So if it's expired, that's what happens. I got to stay on it because I've been Marks. It happened to Marks once. Barry Bonds will probably be in there. How the Clemens? Yeah, I think both of those guys should be in. Like McGuire, I could see why he wouldn't be in there. He was good, but he wasn't great without the drugs. Just like Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa was juiced. Anybody see Sammy Sosa now? Lord have mercy. Google it.
Yeah, those drugs got to him.
But he's I don't know what he identifies as, and I could care less. But I'm just surprised. He's out there.
Yeah, those PEDs got to him.
Yeah.
We look bad. We look bad, Brian.
Oh wow, yeah, he don't look bad. He look bad.
Yeah, he looks bad. Look him up, Sammy Sosa. He don't look good. Okay, cool. Weed.
Look like
Dexter was a
did
little
you do a
guy,
Michael
man.
Jackson or something? He just bleached. He looked a lot paler than he did.
Sammy looking like Michael Jackson. Yeah, man.
I mean, he just looks a lot lighter.
He's taking that skin. He's putting that stuff on the skin that dyes, that takes the pigment out of it or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Bonds overrated? No, I don't think Bonds is overrated. Barry Bonds was the best, Chuck. Sorry, brother. We disagree there.
Bonds was a bad dude, man.
I saw Barry when he was literally a rookie with the Pirates, and it was impressive. At the vet, Chuck, no less. I saw Sammy, a Cleveland car show a few months ago. Yeah, how'd he look? White? Oh man, I remember him and Bobby Bonilla. Mets are still paying Bobby Bonilla. I shit you not. The Mets are still paying Bobby Bonilla. It's crazy. Bonds was juiced up at the end. Yes, at the end he was, Chuck. You're right. I'm talking about Most of his career, he wasn't, though. He got caught up in that. What was that guy's name out in California who got popped for giving all the players? I can't think of the clinic that got popped. Look at this. Damn.
Yeah, I remember him. I think he's still in prison.
Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name. Yeah, baseball wanted them to do it, Philly D. In their mind, they saved the game. Yet baseball turned their back on them. That Rafael Palmeiro, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, he got caught up in the steroid thing too.
You know who else was doing it too at the end? Was J-Lo's ex. What's his name? Played for the Yankees.
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was doing it at the end too. So
yeah, he on the Minnesota Timberwolves now,
yeah.
where he's part owner.
Yes, he did, Curtis. Obviously, we know all about Jose Canseco, and who else was a big juicer back in the day? Ken Caminiti for the Astros. He was a juicer.
I think Fred Lansford was too. Fred McGriff.
Hey, Lenny Dykstra, right?
Yep. And
Lenny came back. His head was too. His head didn't fit inside the helmet.
Did they eliminate
John Kruk.
You're entitled, Chuck. No worries, man. It's boring to watch on TV, but playoff baseball is fun. John Kruk, the pound cake. I remember John.
Yeah, I remember him.
Chuck Bryan, I like it.
I can't wait to see the
Logan Paul had a
Dodgers.
baby. I didn't know that. I'm reading on Facebook.
Who?
Logan Paul
baby?
had a baby.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You mean his wife had the baby?
Well, you know what I mean. He
was
Not
walking
Logan
around
Paul.
with a belly, so maybe he had the baby.
Logan Paul's the father. Let's just put it that way.
He put he pulled a Arnold Schwarzenegger in Twins. Is that what it was? Twins. Which one was it where Arnold had a baby?
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah, that
or
was
something?
Twins.
I don't know which
Twins.
movie it was. I forget.
Grab a can of, chunky soup.
Logan Paul had a baby or Jake Paul?
Super easy to heat up.
Logan.
Really?
Palatable temperature.
Damn. Him and Danny DeVito. That was a good movie, right?
Oh, that's a safety.
Like I said,
That's a
Maybe that's
safety.
why they took the United States title off of Logan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, did they take it off of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
It's
out of the loop
LA
there,
night
I
now.
will.
about where you want to come.
My son sent me a text. What was it? They're having a 2-night
In New Jersey
Yeah.
next year. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, he sent me that with the eyes, like he wanted to go. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay. Keep sending the eyes. Text me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Basically what I said, James, but whatever. I don't
This
want.
game is
It
over.
is what it is. Mine was Dale Murphy and John Smoltz. Let's see here.
I loved Dale Murphy back in the day.
I love weed. I played baseball. I sucked at it. I played as a kid, man. I remember my coach, he was pitching the ball. He hit my thumb. My whole thumb went black and blue. So I was like, after that, I'm done. So I just like football. That was
Brady Anderson. Yeah.
that was my first love.
Yeah, Brady Anderson, you're right. He was a 10 home run guy, and then out of nowhere, 50. Yeah, exactly. Got him a big contract, too. Just remember that. The money followed these guys. Yeah, Mark McGuire, we talked about him. John Kruk. I was going to look something up, and I forgot. Oh, that's what I was going to look up. Let me look at my son's text. SummerSlam. First ever 2-night SummerSlam. August 2nd and August 3rd, MetLife Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I knew I was going to say. I knew he sent me something. Adrian Beltre. There you go. My first love was baseball as a kid. I played it and it was all right. 1 year college ball. That's still, college ball is impressive for baseball. People don't realize how hard it is to advance in baseball. Dale Murphy was a class act. Yeah, Mets are paying Bobby Bonilla until 2035. It's absolutely crazy. Darren Dalton, yeah, he was good.
Kind of like
Bruce Hurst, he was another good pitcher.
What was that show they used to have on TV? What was it, Saturdays? Not this day.
This Week in Baseball.
Yeah, This Week in Baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was with, oh my God, what was his name?
Yeah, what was his name?
Mel.
That narrated it?
Nolan Ryan?
No, it was Mel Kiper. No, Mel.
Not Mel Kiper.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Mel.
It was Mel Allen, wasn't it?
That's not something
It was Mel Allen.
Yes, Mel Allen.
Go there.
Yeah. This Week in Baseball.
You got Kevin Connors as the host. Oh, that's baseball tonight. Yeah, I don't know.
I loved watching This Week in Baseball. And then right afterwards, they'd have the afternoon baseball game. Oh God, UFC's coming to Salt Lake City.
Check the newspapers each week to read which major leaguers top the charts in the various offensive and pitching categories. But who?
And it will go out of here. They say.
There's a dude I played ball in high school with who was drafted by the Montreal Expos. And he never really amounted to anything, but, you know, it was impressive. Right out of high school.
Good heavens, I might win this thing tonight against Drew.
You know, so it's not just about.
Really? I might lose.
I'm staying.
I may lose against Mouse. I'm up 13 now. I was up 30 some. I got Amon Ross St. Brown. He's got Jared Goff, but Jesus. Raymond Harris Nooks knows who he is.
Yep.
Philly D should have the best team. I think it was 1980 local. Yeah, local kid. Touchdowns. The tennis
Touchdown Walker.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Wow, they're giving him a fight, man. Hey, Game Time, what's your take on Paul George being added to the Philadelphia 76ers? If he can stay healthy, it's great, but he can never stay healthy. They were limited what they could do. So they had a max spot. That was the only guy they could get. So we'll see. Between him and Embiid, they can never stay healthy. So we'll see. You know?
Oh, I like that Lions end zone. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? A little bright, but cool. So we got a one touchdown game. 8-point lead for Detroit.
Where did the Montreal Expos move to after they left Montreal?
After they started in Montreal, they became the Washington Nationals.
That's right. That's right. They were the Nats.
And who was the Arizona team? Who were they? Or they're just a new upstart team?
They're an expansion.
Yeah, that's a regular expansion team.
Manny Trio.
In Colorado.
Yeah.
How about the Diamondbacks and Rockies? Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, they were both expansion.
All right, I'm going to give away either a shirt or a hat right now. And then maybe we'll give another one away if I get anything else. Dump him into the hat. Dump him into the hat.
I love those Detroit Lion helmets.
Yeah, I think they're cool. All right, and the winner is, what do you know? Mark Hutchton. I'll leave the names in here. Maybe we'll do another drawing. Mark, you won again, brother. I'll send you another t-shirt if you want. Or if you'd rather have a hat, let me know. If not, I'll just pick another shirt that I have. 2X. If we get 10 more bucks, I'll do another shirt giveaway. Or hat, whatever. Hats. I have a bunch of hats too. So, Tug McGraw. I met Tug McGraw at Trump Plaza. I used to work there. I told everybody this before. I used to work down there for a couple years. And anytime there was a fight, it was right next door at the convention center, the old convention center. So Mike Tyson I met many times. Didn't say much, but Holyfield. But back then, Tug McGraw was working for Action News or Channel 6. And he was interviewing Vinny Pazienza and Hector Macho Camacho, and I was standing behind the camera. We were in a health spa. That's where I was working on the 7th floor at Trump Plaza. Lifeguarding at the pool, working in a health spa, doing a bunch of different stuff. And I had a conversation with Tug. He was so cool. You got to believe, Vinny. Yeah, he was a Met. Yep. Yes, he was. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
The Mason Mets. Tell you another good picture was Steve Carlton.
It was because of that turf, Philly D. Yes. Yes, that's what they're saying now, everybody. They're saying that they think that, well, they're not saying. The rumors are how many people have had carcinoma, like brain, like cancer. Vukovic died. Darren Dalton died. Todd McGraw died. It goes on and on. How many guys that played on that particular AstroTurf or whatever?
Are you talking about the one at Vet Stadium?
Yes, but they had many over the years. But the one was
the Houston Astrodome.
Whatever. Yeah, it was.
God, who else had
it was
that?
not good for you.
Three River Stadium had it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tennessee.
Tony Pollard.
Fuck. Tony Pollard. Let me see. I think that I'm still good on that league.
Hey, gang, tell me what you think about this. If Dallas had something like this,
I can't really see the. Yeah. Is that black?
Would be a
I
nice
like
look.
that.
oh man, that would be
black,
freaking hard if
black
they
top
did.
with a blue pant.
I would like to see him do something like that.
Yeah, Jamie Garcia. That's one thing about Detroit. As good as they are, their defense isn't great. You could score points against their defense. You could definitely score points against their defense.
Mm, 30-12.
Yeah,
22
Donnie's drum covers. Dallas just can't get it right with running backs these days. They could make a ton of money with an alternate jersey. Yeah, Vinny. Again, I don't know what they think. I don't know what they're thinking, man.
Yeah, that black, that looks.
Yeah, I like it.
Darn it. Tony Pollard done scored 2 touchdowns tonight.
Chris Dooley, Dorrance Armstrong's had a day for the Commanders. 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Yeah, that's how he was with us. He would have a great game, and then he didn't get him like a lot of reps, so he was kind of limited.
That could have been a false start.
Damn. See ya, Arturo. See ya, my man. Or who's leaving? Oh, Curtis. I want to go turn in, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks again. God bless.
Take
I
care,
kind of like
Curtis.
this helmet. Look at this. Look at this game.
Yeah,
Take care, bro.
Yeah, I like the big logo like that. That's cool.
That's freaking nice.
You making some? I can see.
Show
you
it
now,
again. Show it
making
again,
helmets.
James.
Might have to have Jerry Jones hire me to give him the alternate concept uniform or something.
I would not be surprised if the Chiefs go after Amari Cooper. Pollard had a decent game. Yeah, he's still having it. Oh, is it over? Oh, it's over. So that's a final, 31-12, Tennessee. I lost that one. So did you, Troy.
You and I both lost that one.
So that one's over.
I really didn't know who to pick on that one. I was
And I know they partying here in Nashville right now at the bars. Oh, they love the Titans here.
All right, I'll go to that game. So we got, let's see here. Wow, Seattle. 10 minutes to go in the game. Penalty. Tyreek Hill and Waddle being wasted away. Chris Dooley, think that's a waste.
holding offense.
When the Cowboys are not on TV and go to Sam's Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro, those Titans fans are loyal, I can say that.
They got a Sam's Bar and Grill here in Nashville.
That's what he's saying, I think.
Yeah, they got a few of them. Got the best hamburgers in the world, I tell you that. That's why I went cause I'm in this club called the Middle Tennessee Dallas Cowboys Club. That's where we used to go. Oh, where they go for it? Is this 4-down territory? Oh, they're going.
4th and 3. I don't blame him. I would have probably just taken the penalty and punted.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I would
games
probably
anymore
punt
is
it.
hard. It is, man.
I think I would punt it because you're getting the ball back. You're going to get the ball back with 9 minutes to go.
Davidson County, Stace. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my county, Brian.
That's
Oh,
what,
first name Seattle. Yeah, that's my county, Brian.
that's what Stacy was saying. Davidson County.
Stacy who?
In the chat, he's in the chat.
Oh,
Stacy
he's Rutherford
Flowers.
County in Murfreesboro.
Yeah. Yes.
Another penalty on Seattle.
Yeah, that's my next door neighbor. Oh, they don't have to punt for sure now.
He looks like, looking at his picture, Stacy look a little bit like Stone Cold. And that's the bottom line.
Penalty on Lockett.
Because Stone Cold says so.
That's so.
You know, I was watching, and Loyal, I was watching, I don't know, on YouTube, I'll watch some of those, where the guys go out and they drive around and they'll go to like grave sites and visit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, like vloggers,
Yeah.
like they'll go to movie sets or whatever. Well, they did one on the guy I think it was Jordan the Lion, I think.
I've seen that. I know who he is.
Days with Jordan.
Days with Jordan the Lion. He did the Roddy Piper one. And his
Yeah,
last
he did
days.
quite a bit.
But he was talking about, do you know who got him? Like, do you know who screwed him over? Was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Another false start. Another 5 yards.
Stone Cold said it's him or me, basically. Towards the end. Yeah, this was... he didn't have a very good sense of humor, Stone Cold, or didn't like Roddy or whatever. Roddy came off a certain way, but... this was when Roddy was struggling for, he was done and he was doing a podcast and, basically him or me, and they told
I might
Roddy,
just win this game tonight over.
Yeah, I watch it. I like watching that still where they go travel.
Yeah. Well, I watch a few of them. I don't know. Don't ask me why, but I just, I'd rather watch that than just anything, so I'll probably watch one tonight. I'll go look up something,
You see the one where they went to like the Andre the Giant Museum?
I did not.
You got to check that out. It's in North Carolina where he went and they had one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like I saw the one where they did the Willy Wonka and they went back to Germany, and it's pretty friggin' impressive that the place still looks like it did when they made Willy Wonka. Obviously, it's not what it looks like in the movie, but it does, but it's kind of smaller, but everything's still there. It's like, wow, okay. Just really neat,
Yeah, he be going all kinds of places, man. He went to
like I was watching, did all the John Hughes stuff, where they filmed what was that movie? The Big Pancake. I can't think of Uncle Buck. Where they did Uncle Buck, and it was cool. They did the two houses that were across the street, literally diagonal from each other. In the movie Uncle Buck, he shows up at the wrong house. So. Stone Cold, yeah, I love Stone Cold, but supposedly he didn't have a very good sense of humor when it came to Rowdy Roddy. So
he's a huge Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yes,
Stone Cold.
is he? I know the Undertaker is. I didn't know Stone Cold was.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Randy Orton is, and all of them.
Yeah, Randy Orton, Sting, somebody else.
Sting, yeah, I do know Sting. I saw him there.
Yeah, because him and what's name did a thing together.
Denzel, he's a Cowboys fan.
Denzel
Washington.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, Denzel Washington, Shaq. Shaq's a Cowboys
Well, that's
fan.
another reason why I didn't care for LeBron. He stopped being a Cowboy fan because of Jerry Jones. It's like, either you're a Cowboy fan or not. You're not going to let a jackass... I'm sorry. You can't... Remember we were talking about it, again... I don't care what these players do off the field. Do I hope they're nice? Yeah. But if they're not, okay, I'm not really going out and hanging with you. I just want you to be a good team, be a good player and be a good teammate,
Wow, look at Goff. 16 of 16 for 200 and what?
Lighten
54
shit up.
yards.
They used to be Dallas fans until they saw Jaden Daniels. Yeah, slow down. Slow down a little bit.
tight end? Who was our tight end getting ready to go into the Hall of Fame from Brian?
Yeah, Jamie says, I agree, Game Time. There's a lot of people who ditched them when Jerry Jones owned, and I love the legacy of the Cowboys. Again, I don't like how he handled things, but the bottom line is we're Cowboys fans. Are we going to let Jerry Jones stop us? Just like people say, I'm not going to buy anything. Okay, don't. That's not going to do nothing to them. That's not going to do anything to them. They don't really. Nobody's going to stop going to the games. There's a waiting list for season tickets, and in the good, it's just like. Unfortunately, this is the game we love, so I don't know what to tell you. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Can you not stop the screen, for crying out loud? Lord have mercy.
Yes, I do.
I agree. Yeah, sorry, I just read that one.
Yes, Your Honor.
Devontae Adams eating the cheese will make a move for him. Is not going to be us. He's out for 4 weeks.
Finish mine.
I couldn't eat it.
I couldn't eat it. That's why I couldn't finish mine. Let me get a little taste of yours.
I can't eat it.
I would not be surprised if the Chiefs go after Amari Cooper.
See? Oh, sugar.
You know, a place I'd like to go
Actually,
to
that one
check
did not
out,
have as much sugar as the other one.
which I think I might do, is go to Michigan. They got a lot of history over there, like the
I don't know what it was.
a lot of back in the golden day when you had Dinah Ross and all them. The studio where they all performed was there.
Come on, Motown.
Motown, yeah.
Yeah,
I like to check that out. And the Ford Museum, I heard that's nice. It's got like a lot of history in there. It's got like the car Kennedy was assassinated in, the bus that Rosa Parks rode on, the chair that Abraham Lincoln was shot in.
You did, yes, ma'am.
Come on, all this in Motown?
In Michigan.
Yeah, I was watching a video. This was it last night or this morning? I think it was last night. Last night when I don't know who it was, but they ate at Pink's. They ate at Pink's and they were walking around Hollywood, and they went by where they filmed the old Charlie Chaplin house, and that's where they filmed "We Are the World." Remember on the down low? So
yeah,
but
back in '84.
Yeah, but now it's the Charlie Chaplin house, and then they went by. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin basically lived a couple blocks away, but walked to his Charlie Chaplin house. So, but yeah, they filmed "We Are the World" there on the down low. It was just kind of neat. Just a small little place, but things aren't as big as they seem on TV. And you get there, it's like, oh, okay,
Hey, Thomas, when y'all went to the Hall of Fame, you should have stopped at the Shawshank Redemption prison.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
That's right on the way there, Mansfield. Like, you should have stopped there.
Was there tours for that? Can you tour it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could go in there.
I always wanted to do the. I always wanted to, when I get to San Francisco, and I'll get there.
Alcatraz.
I want to go to Alcatraz. Alcatraz Island.
I had an opportunity. My wife had a trip from there for work. Well, I ended up not going. She took one of her friends from coworkers, and they went. But I should have went because I would have liked to just gone to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I get older, I'd like to do something like that. Go take tours. I'd like to go on Route 66.
You were
all the way, the whole entire drive from Chicago all the way to California. That'd be fun.
My wife's aunt is on yet. She went, her husband, and listen, she had a rough time, lost, like Troy, I don't know if I was telling you, she lost a lot of weight.
Just saying.
She lost a lot of weight, and
man, call it a touchdown, man, and stop sitting up there like a
take the excess fat off, and she got really infected. I think I told you, but anyway, she's going on yet another around the world trip. Is that Amon Ra?
Yep, that's Amon Ra.
All right, good. At least it's my guy. she's on her. Yeah, she's in Norway right now. She just keeps going on these around the world trips. They're retired. Her husband used to be work for ABC or something, but they live out
Oh,
there.
wow.
They live out near San Fran, kind of not in San Fran, kind of in between San Jose and San Fran out there, but they go to, I want to go to the Redwoods, see, I want to go through there. I want to go to Alcatraz. I've never been to the West Coast like that. I've never been to California or nothing.
Neither have I. Only times I've been out west was I went to Dallas, obviously. Been to Houston. I connected to the airport there, and then went to Utah. That's the only 3 times I've ever been out west.
I've been out west once. When I went to Hawaii, went to LA, had to go to LA for layover, and got on that plane, went to Hawaii from there. Technically I've been to LA twice,
I mean, I've been to LAX, but I've never gotten out and seen anything. It's like I like to go to Chicago. I really want to go to a lot of different places. We'll see.
I've been to Chicago.
I want to go to Chicago, see a game of Wrigley. I want to go to Notre Dame, see a football game. I want to get.
I told you I went to a Bears alumni. We was staying at the hotel where they had like a little alumni of the '85 Bears, and I told you I ran into Wendell Davis. And
yeah, that's what I want to do, Philly D.
And there's this football. I forgot who it was, man. But this dude, man, we was eating breakfast in the morning. He played for the Bears. I don't know who it was, but he had so much freaking meat, man. Oh my God. He had plates of freaking sausage and bacon. And I was like, dang, he had like a big old plate.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that was crazy.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I would like to do some Route 66 thing. Yeah, I heard that was cool. Game time was just curious. How far is the Flight 93 crash from you? Where did it exactly crash? Do we know? Let me look it up.
What's that?
The Flight 93. Flight 93, the crash of the United Flight, Stony Creek Township, Somerset County, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think how far that is outside. I'm about a half hour 35 minutes from Philly, the bridge. So however long, let me see. Put it in my old, my trusty maps.
Man, he got all kinds of stuff on here. The Jordan the Lion. I'm looking on YouTube, but
okay, cool.
But you know what? I haven't seen
a weirdo who watched that stuff, but they get unbelievable amount of views.
This dude been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
All types of grave sites. Now, for an hour from where I live, Warren G. Harding's gravesite is in Marion, Ohio. Yeah, I went to that.
4.5 hours. 4.5 hours. Whoever asked me that. Jamie, I'm about 4.5 hours away. It must be upstate Pennsylvania, like going towards Pittsburgh.
Got a city named after him, don't they, Loyal?
What's that? Warren G. Harding?
Sack.
Yeah, Warren, Ohio.
Bang.
Yeah.
Warren, Ohio.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a big history guy.
Yeah,
man.
okay. So yeah, I like like you and Mark would you would get a kick out of. That's what would be fun, Loyal. That would be fun. If you came down and stayed at Mark's, I drive to Mark's, and Mark takes us on a tour. His tour, you got to keep up, but his tour of Washington, D.C., walk the whole thing. We were walking, me, him, and Randy, we were all of a sudden we're walking and we were behind the White House. I'm like, oh, I just thought the White House would look different than what it did, you know, behind. I know we see the front of it, but he took us through the whole mall. Mark knew all kinds of things. Just like when you drive through Virginia, there's a lot of bunkers. Yeah, obviously, there's a lot of Civil War stuff. He's a wealth of knowledge.
I've been there when I was in 8th grade.
What's that, Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I went up in the monument and I seen the old RFK Stadium.
Yeah.
We actually went in the Capitol and then the Union Station Mall down there. That was huge.
Yeah.
It was like we went to the place where they made money.
Yeah, Mark, they took us to the museums where he used to work. It was neat. It was really neat. So he was proud of it. He should be proud of it.
Yeah.
It was cool. That was an unbelievable day. It was funny. It was football season too. And yet nobody had Commanders jerseys on.
See,
now
they don't have them on now.
Yeah.
I remember I went to Washington back in January of last year.
Crystal Smithsonian. Yep.
I did go to where was it? George Washington's? No, it wasn't his house. It wasn't because George Washington. No, he didn't live in Washington because they named it after him. But wasn't it near there or something? No.
I'm not sure. I know there's a lot in Philly. Like I've done all that years ago. I wouldn't mind doing that again. You know, the Liberty Bell is kind of blah, but you know, and go and see where they signed a Declaration of
where Abraham
Independence
Lincoln got assassinated.
Cool.
That's
Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon. Yes.
Ford Theater. You talking about the Ford Theater?
Yep.
That's where Lincoln was shot, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And then the place where they took him at right after.
Now where's
that?
Little
hospital across the street.
Washington,
right across.
D.C.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Stevenson house.
That's why when I go to Dallas, I don't know if we're gonna have time. How far is
I went to the Kennedy
Kennedy
spot.
Square?
It's like where I stayed at. I stayed at the Omni downtown Dallas, and it was a 5-minute walk.
Wait. You stayed Omni Frisco or Omni?
No, the Omni downtown Dallas.
Okay, see,
not in Frisco.
Yeah,
but it was like a 5-minute walk from there.
I know,
and it looks it's crazy.
From Arlington, I don't know. It's probably not close to nothing.
Arlington's about 30 minutes from downtown. But
Monticello.
We saw all of that down in Dallas, lawyer, where Kennedy got shot at.
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
Only difference is the trees are bigger.
That building, that book depository, that building is small.
Yeah. You see where they had the window open?
That shit was organized, man. Sorry. That wasn't no lone gunman.
I wanted to do the tour, but I didn't have time. Where they took you every place that Lee Harvey Oswald.
Wow!
To his house, his bar,
Jack
whatever
Ruby,
he had. Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby.
They took him to the movie theater where he got arrested. All that, the hospital where Kennedy they did his autopsy and all that.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I know it sounds morbid, but I like stuff like that. I like seeing where things happened. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of times we're near those places in regular life, like, but we don't realize. So it's actually kind of cool to pay somebody just to explain it all to you, you know.
And I didn't know how close, you know, the shooting and all that. I didn't know how close the guy was to shooting John F. Kennedy.
Did you see the X's on the road?
Yep, I saw the X. As a matter of fact,
that was crazy. They had it like.
I posted all
what were the X's for?
Well, that showed where he got shot at. Like you walk down that road.
Yeah, those X's were where the bullets hit him.
Lord have mercy. Do you imagine?
Crazy,
and as a matter of fact, you remember the smoke in the tree?
Yep.
That tree is still there.
Just bigger, right?
Yeah, they're all the trees are bigger.
Yeah, obviously, right?
And you know, and what was so crazy about it was
the Carousel Lounge, Jamie Garcia. Nice.
I walked up to the tree, I looked at the tree and I looked at the street. It was about
Thomas has his tape measure out. Nah, this shit don't add up.
Nah, it was close. It was close.
Yeah, there's a lot of when I went. There's a lot of theorists over there. Like people just like one dude gave me a book. You know, I bought it for over $20. It was actually wasn't bad. You know, a guy that was just over there. He was like, "Yeah, here's a book."
Shit,
all that. Yeah.
and then the interstate was about a block away. You know,
Mhm.
the interstate where they went on, where they took him to the hospital and all of that.
Mhm.
Stemmons Freeway.
Huh?
Stemmons Freeway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Troy Daniels is a wealth of knowledge.
Did you see the
I
memorial they
love
had for
presidential
Kennedy right
history.
there when you walked over there, Thomas? They
Huh?
had like a memorial right there for Kennedy. Did you see that? It was like right up the street.
In that little field.
Yeah, there's like the old courthouse or whatever it was.
9/11 Museum. Yeah. Listen, I just want to keep it real. I don't know if I can handle going down in New York and seeing that. I don't know if I can handle that. I had some issues after that, believe it or not. I just having nightmares because, I watched the coverage nonstop, like all of us did, and they were explaining people jumping to their death rather than burning alive. And all of the people would hear was the sound of popping sounds that the bodies were hitting the streets. And it's just kind of like, that was just a bad day, man. Very, very bad day. So I don't know if I could handle going to that 9/11 museum. I had a tough time when I was in Pearl Harbor, Thomas. And it was, my dad was up, had long been passed away, but I went about 7 years ago to Hawaii, and just like the feeling I had, because it was, they stopped everything you were doing, and we happened to be on the Arizona at the time of the actual invasion. So you're sitting there and you're like, a day like today, because let's face it, in Hawaii, every day is basically the same day. For 99% of the time, it's one set of temperature, so that's what it was. You got to feel, so okay, everybody, right now is when they were invaded. And it was just like, these guys were just doing their job, and they came, and it was just sad. And then, it was a tough, somber situation. It was kind of weird because there was a lot of when you go to Hawaii, especially Pearl Harbor or down there, Waikiki, there's a lot of Japanese because it's so close, so it's like you wonder what they're thinking, you wonder what they're thinking.
My brother, he's retired.
Like, are they snickering? Are you laughing at that type of thing? It's like,
he did 25 in the Navy, and I remember before I went to Hawaii, he told me, he said, because, I had told him, I said, I'm going to Pearl Harbor. I'm going to see it.
It was beautiful, man. I loved it.
He said, man, I'm going to tell you something. When you go into the Arizona Memorial, be ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, it was, I didn't think I'd be that way, but I was.
And, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, man, it's going to hit you. Be ready.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
We went inside the memorial, and it hit me, man.
I don't know how it can't, because then you're just looking back at the guys just doing their jobs. The whole harbor got bombed, to shreds. It's like they're just doing their job out of nowhere, and it's neat because there's still oil leaking out of the one or those the Arizona.
I took a picture of that.
Turret out of the water.
Yeah,
I didn't see you, Stace. I'll talk to you, man. We're almost done. This game's almost out of here.
I seen Martin Luther King's house when I was in Atlanta. I rode by Martin Luther King's house when I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a safety.
Grew up.
That's a safety.
Oh no, he got the ball over the line.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, he got it over the line. He got it over the line. He stretched it over.
And we went inside the Pearl Harbor Museum. Man, I've never seen a nuclear warhead. I've never seen a nuclear warhead in my life until I saw that warhead when we went inside the museum.
Yeah, it's crazy. I went to Pearl Harbor, and the company I work for, and we had it catered. Yeah. It was.
I'm gonna win my first.
There you go. Did you go on? I didn't go in the submarine, but at Pearl Harbor they have the gift shop, but they have that submarine right there. What was the name of that?
I did. The
Yeah, the one right next to the.
It
Like,
started to be.
Yeah, I
It started
can't.
to be. As a matter of fact, it's on my YouTube page. It's on my
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
channel. Yeah, we went inside of it, and man, they had it bad, man. You sit, they're bunks. You sleeping on a bunk, and you, let's just say you on your bunk,
The
and
bowfin,
you
right?
turn, huh?
Bowfin?
Bowfin, yeah, the USS
Bowfin,
Bowfin.
that's it. Bowfin, I remember.
You know, just imagine you sleeping on your bunk, and you turn up, and the torpedo's right above you. That's scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
That's where they put the torpedoes. You know, it's on a hook and everything, but that's where they put them. They put them right above you. When they use them to sink a ship or whatever, they take the torpedoes off the hook, and they'll put them in the little, I forgot what you call them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
To shoot
yeah,
out
yeah.
the submarine.
Yeah, Arturo, my favorite episode of the Brady Bunch is when they went to Hawaii. It was funny, like funny story.
They called a safety.
Oh, did they? My father was stationed at Pearl Harbor when he worked at the Philadelphia Navy Yard. He would go out at different places to do work, and him and my mother got to go to Pearl Harbor a few times, but they went and they would take pictures, and then of Waikiki, right? I would say this was like 85, 86, 87s, somewhere in there. And then I went back 7 years ago, and it's so built up compared to what it was back in when the Brady Bunch were there. We went by where they filmed Hawaii Five-0. It is so congested down at Waikiki. You literally got to, unless you're staying at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, you literally got to stay like a mile away and walk in. Like, I basically parked at a parking garage and walked in all the way into Waikiki. That's how packed it was when I went.
My dad loves Hawaii Five-0.
I love it. I love Hawaii.
Did you stay there as a kid, Brian, when your dad was stationed out there?
No, I did not. He didn't take me. They didn't have enough per diem to take me out there. So my mother and father loved it. But just seeing the pictures, Waikiki, it was so different. I mean, Waikiki was the same, but now it's just so packed, man. Now it's just,
And they got one of the biggest malls too, man.
Yes.
You know about that mall on Waikiki?
Yep.
The mall is right in the middle of Waikiki, and then next to it, they got a Walmart.
Yeah. Well, that's where I end up parking at the mall, basically, and just fucking walking away. We walked a bunch of blocks to get to actual Hilton Hawaiian Village because we couldn't find a place to park. So
that mall was about 7 stories high.
Yeah, it was cool.
You know what I like to check out?
What's up?
We're
done. Go ahead.
You named the store. They had it in there.
Yeah.
I like to go to Egypt.
I don't.
Where?
Brian, I don't know if you want to take your wife in there if y'all go back in there because she gonna want everything. She gonna want everything from out of there.
Yeah, I hear.
I like to go to Egypt.
Egypt? You want to see the?
Yeah,
pyramids?
I heard it's not like what you think it's like. I heard you just drive downtown and you can just see like a pyramid and all that. But I heard it's not like.
You know, it was cool, Loyal. It was hot as hell, but it was cool. On my honeymoon, we went to Cancun. But when you stay in Cancun, they have these trips you could take. It was probably a 2-hour trip into the jungle. We went to Chichen Itza. I have pictures of me climbing this damn a pyramid, basically. But it's not like in Egypt. In Cancun, you're driving down a 2-way road going into the middle of the jungle, and all of a sudden you go around this
Viral Road.
Well, you get off the exit and you come on the ramp, and all you see is these pyramids sitting inside. That's where, dude. Just look it up. Chichen Itza, unbelievable. I don't think you can walk Chichen Itza up the steps anymore because it's so deteriorated. But they had a smaller scale, more of a field. It was all made out of concrete and grass. Looked like a coliseum on a small scale, but that's where they would have these games until the death, and then throw the bodies in this moat that was that was right there.
Man.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. They said this place is so haunted at night. You do not want to be here when it's nighttime. You got to realize, out in the jungle.
I heard it was like that in Haiti. Haiti, I heard that they said
exactly. Yeah,
you can't be. They say you can't be out after dark. They said
What's
that.
up, Dwayne Sweeten? How are you? We're just shooting the breeze here, talking all kinds of stuff, watching the end of this Detroit game. 42-19 Lions.
Yeah, because I know a girl on
42-29,
Instagram.
sorry.
That's in Jamaica. She said the same thing about Jamaica.
Yeah.
She said, Thomas, don't go to this place, or don't go to this certain club, or don't go to this certain restaurant. She said Jamaica's something else.
Don't leave the resort.
She said Jamaica's something else at night.
Yeah, Jamie, I know there's a lot of turmoil going on in the Middle East, but you know what else I've seen too? Did you guys know that I was reading something, I was watching something on YouTube that they found Jesus's tomb, they built an apartment over it. Over there.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? The tomb that they put Jesus in. It's crazy.
It's something else.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little grabby.
Got a little too friendly.
Yeah, you grabbed him. You grabbed him, Arnold. And he got three penalties on him.
I just sent you one little picture, but what you're looking at is that field I was talking about right in front of you. It's all worn down, but it looks like a small football field with the concrete on both sides, and the end is where all the real important people would watch the games.
Yeah, that's a personal foul.
But that pyramid there that you see in the background,
you saw the two Troy.
There's a few of them, and when you come around the exit, all you see is them in the middle of the jungle from far away. But I actually walked those steps. Doesn't look that big. It wasn't that big, but I actually walked. I don't know that you can walk it now. Very hot, but very cool, very cool. But then they took you out in the woods, and they had all these different things where they did sacrifices, and it was crazy back in the day. Rome was a great, Philly D, definitely want to get to Rome, definitely.
I got an uncle that lives in Stone Mountain, and he lived right up the street from Stone Mountain.
Georgia?
That was crazy, huh? Yeah, Stone Mountain, Georgia.
That's not far from
They may just pick that up, didn't they? No, they didn't.
Yeah, it's a suburb of Atlanta. And then we went to Sedona. Sedona, Arizona is nice. They had there's this billionaire. There was a millionaire that they over in the mountains. He had a house built in the mountains, and then that's the only place in the world in Sedona that they had a McDonald's that had a teal arc in the world. We went one time. At McDonald's, McDonald's has the gold arc.
Yeah.
Well, over in Sedona, they have a teal arc, and that's the only place in the world.
Oh, the blue.
That they had that.
I always wanted to go.
Oh, he called it. He called it. That's a ball game.
Where is
nice
I always wanted to go to Transylvania, where they did all the Dracula stuff, and then I thought about it.
Transylvania.
And then I thought about it, and I'm like, shit, I'm just a half hour away. I'll go to the Novacare complex and see Dracula himself. I don't need to go to Transylvania or wherever the hell. I'll go to Philly, Romania. Yeah, Philly. Why go to Romania when I could go to South Philly and see Dracula?
There you go. You can get there.
Right. I know. I know you be saying, "Damn, why Thomas laugh when I say Dracula?" It's how you say it.
I'm an idiot. That's why. Dracula. I got a weird sense of humor.
That's
but some
an
people
interception.
Romania. Yeah, that's cool. Or as Arturo, I do love that. Ejacula. I come to suck your blood. You've got to score some points. That's funny. You know what's a cool place is to go to Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah, Jamie.
I'd love to go there.
My wife's been there with her friends years and years ago.
Yeah, the Salem witch trials area.
Is that where they did Salem's Lot?
No.
Yes.
Speaking of Salem's Lot.
Is it?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, it is.
A little small
Yeah,
town.
it is.
I guess
Yeah,
for
it is.
Salem. Hey, the new Salem's Lot is coming out October 16th on Max.
They remade it?
I don't know if it's a movie or like maybe one of those multi-night things, but it's probably a movie. Red Light District,
Red Light
Amsterdam,
District.
yeah.
I'd like to go to the Red Light District.
Yeah.
Or they'd be having women in the windows.
Yeah, you go there. That's a one-way trip. You ain't allowed to go home. I'd rather just let's just get whacked out of our minds and go to White Castle. That was the first movie. Sorry. Didn't they go?
And that's the ball
Amsterdam?
game.
That's it, everybody. Final score: Detroit 42, Seattle 29. So that's it, everybody.
Lions are the real deal this year.
Yeah, they are the real deal. But I thought Seattle played well. They did good.
They did.
Shout out to Troy getting his first win in our fantasy league. So that's good. You're in the winning. It's a long season, my man.
Finally in the win column.
But that's about it, everybody. I'll be, you'll see me, obviously, doing my stuff at work and stuff. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll probably do a live stream here some point during the day tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably won't. I'm trying to think. I'll probably do the Thursday night game this week and make it a channel member. And then I probably won't do another one until Sunday night, probably. Yeah, I don't see doing the Sunday games. I got a lot of stuff to do, but we'll play it by ear. You never know. If I'm sitting around doing nothing, I'll go live. But all right, everybody. Thomas, it was a great time hanging out. Troy and Loyal as always. Definitely fun. So,
hey, did you get my text?
I'll get back to you with that. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically what I said. Me and her, we texted, but yeah, I'll let you know. But all right, everybody, I will talk to you later. Peace out.
Take care, Brian.
Peace
Have a
out,
good day.
everybody.
Peace.